Booyakasha.
Man, I'm tired from defending my democracy. I've been doing it all day.
Against
outside
who?
of just everybody, dude.
Who
Our democracy
challenged?
is fragile right now. Are you kidding
Oh,
me,
yeah,
dude?
yeah.
Who challenged? Are you serious?
I'm sorry.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry. I didn't even think about how fragile our democracy was.
Dude, I'm trying to defend our fragile democracy, dude. I'm trying to, keep this system together where I can be told to stay inside.
Our democracy is so fragile. What we need is war hawks and corporate interests in the Oval Office.
For sure, dude.
Our democracy's never been more fragile. Biden released his cabinet today, and it was like,
Was it tough?
oh,
Yeah. They're trying to get us right back into Afghanistan, dude. They're already starting to be like, dude, we can't leave those motherfuckers. Like, look, we hate racism. Like, dude, we can't leave brown people by themselves. They're gonna kill each other.
yeah, yeah. It's fun times.
That's essentially the argument.
Who was trying to destabilize it that you defended it from, and how did you defend it?
I saw a cartoon today in the Economist, which was like a lady with
Why are you reading the Economist?
I get it to my house all the time, dude. This lady is a political cartoon. First of all, political cartoons are probably the worst thing. They fucking suck. But there's this lady at least the ones that make it to like major.
They were like the first. They were just the first memes.
Yeah, for real.
They were
dude.
back in like, dude, if you got a meme in 1800, you were like, Abraham Lincoln's a snake in this. Hilarious.
You'd instantly just hate him. You're like, I hate this guy.
Yeah, this is a great picture.
Yeah, there's a lady. It says like Hong Kong, and there's a lady like pretty racist fighting off a dragon, blowing fire on it. It's like the Chinese Communist Party. Yeah, the Chinese Communist Party. Yeah, I think now that Biden's in office, white people with money are like now like, all right, we can
go back.
Be a little more racist. We can let it out now.
Yeah, true.
They're on their best behavior for a while, but yeah.
True.
So now, dude, so there's like a dragon breathing fire on a Hong Kong woman, like shielding it off and be like, "Hello, America, are you there?" And they were like, "We're busy defending our democracy," and Trump was like lighting a thing on fire. But yeah, it started making me laugh. It's like our awesome democracy where we get to say whether or not we can work right now.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, all right.
Yeah, baby.
It's like, yeah, we're defending our democracy. In the meanwhile, you can't go to the gym, and apparently you can't buy alcohol before Thanksgiving in Pennsylvania. I mean, dude, it's getting fucking weird. And then
they shut down our booze,
dude. And then I'm reading I'm reading the Economist, and they're like basically making a case for who's making a big comeback again? The Taliban. They're doing the same shit. They're being like, well, the Afghanistan government kind of sucks, and Taliban does a decent job.
Yeah,
doing what they do.
They'd been doing that since Obama.
Yeah, but now they're firing it right because, dude, remember we were like, what's up with the Taliban? We don't care about that anymore.
Yeah,
firing it as soon as he's back. They're firing that stuff back up, and they're also the whole article's like how they're like these they like bring resolution to these issues, and they make sure people can drive stuff. The guy was like, it's like the roads are more secure. They drive like gasoline or something, or I think like cooking gas. And he's like, the roads are way more secure now that we just pay the Taliban. He's like, the Taliban were the ones shooting Stinger missiles at us. Yeah. So they do this whole case for it. At the end, there's a lady from like a city who was like, yeah, I really hope the Taliban doesn't come here because like I won't be able to go outside my house again, and I won't be able to be a scientist anymore. They're like, well, there's that. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, there are some downsides. Yeah, they were letting the Taliban back for a long time. Like Hillary Clinton met with they had meetings, I believe. There's like pictures. Yeah, they did a photo shoot in the Economist. I don't know if it's the Taliban or not, but there's definitely dudes wearing like religious garb holding guns. So I figure the Afghani army wears uniforms. But yeah, dude, it was that was pretty funny watching that today. And then it was just kind of like it's the shit's fucking nuts, man. Between that and the stuff about China, it's like you don't know whether or not China's like a big threat or not. They're hyping us up on China right now. And I was reading the different the whole idea that China is it is a communist party, but within this they're like the communist party. They allow companies to compete with one another as long as they hand over their surveillance goods. So they're trying to say I think the market cap for American tech companies is like $6 trillion if you combine Apple, Google, whatever, Microsoft and a couple other ones. And they were saying China's not far behind, but they could with their capitalist communist economy, they could fight. Is this all the Economist stuff?
Yeah. It's not even it's not a real thing, dude. You're telling me, it's just funny. They have that, and they're like, in America we don't share surveillance with the government. It's like we do that too. We do the same exact thing.
Yeah.
But either way.
Sweet.
Sorry, I was just
reading telling me about the Economist.
Just a bunch of bullshit, dude. It's just so funny how people read that stuff. Like, yeah, we don't do that. And it's like literally that's what all of our tech companies we do the same exact thing. But Either way.
Yeah, that's
just a ramble. But the idea of defending our democracy.
I was like,
yeah.
Are you just telling me what you read in The Economist?
I mean, a couple. The market cap. Yeah, obviously, I pulled that from The Economist.
Yeah, I was like, wait. As soon as you can rewind the tape and watch it. As soon as you said market cap, I was like. There was literally a part of me that was like,
sorry, I'm really well hydrated
dude,
right now.
Get rid of that bottle.
Really well
that bottle's crap, dude. He's carrying the top. If you're just listening, Matt's carrying around a green water cooler top.
Dude, what's wrong with that? You hate me being hydrated. You hate me being informed.
No, I don't hate you being informed. I'm glad you're informed. I go through too much plastic. I should get one of those bottles. I crush bottles.
Oh, dude, it was disgusting what I was doing in my house. I'd buy the cases of water and just crush them up. The thing I'm trying to stop doing right now, other than just reading The Economist and pretending I'm smart for 5 minutes.
You gotta stop, dude. That's a tough open.
I know.
That's I listen to NPR on the way here, and it's so bad, dude.
That's the point. It's like I'm watching the stuff that's supposed to be the top of the top, and I'm like, this is fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
This is all fucking bullshit.
So it's on Spotify, you hit your daily drive, and it just plays the same 5 songs you always listen to amongst news stories, and it always starts with an up to the probably every 2-3 hours update on NPR, and they all have the most, we've talked about before, the most ridiculous names you've ever heard. I'm Winslow, bullshit names. And then the lady had an attitude about Trump. Normally they're very they have the same tone every single time, but this lady broke it and was like, Donald Trump still won't give up it. I'm like, oh shit.
Ooh.
Little fucking snippy out of the NPR lady.
Damn, dude.
Meanwhile, they report on literally atrocities with the same monotone, and 48 other students were murdered in the Nigerian university as Muslim extremists scaled the walls. And Donald Trump still won't even do what I want him to do. Wait, what?
Oh,
I listen to it because it does give me the news, but you got to get through the lens of
yeah, dude.
You get the news through a lens of just people I'm serving him.
Well, the funniest thing about that is with all the COVID shit, they're Kenny was, they're well, what do you say to people who can't go to work and
people are dying,
fucked basically, and he's people are dying and I put life over the economy, and it's all right. And again, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure another thing I read said that this will push at least 100 million people into extreme poverty. So 100 million people extreme poverty, you could say at least 1 million people are going to die of starvation, conservatively. So we value life. It's well, if you value life so much,
I don't. 1 million. You mean 100
million people?
Globally will be extreme poverty
into extreme poverty.
Yeah. They were talking about famines that are going to come out of this.
Yeah, I mean, so you can at least say. So here's the thing. It's okay. I value life over the economy. Well, okay. So
it's time for the rest of the world to get in shape.
You think so?
Yeah, dude. We took a nap.
You think the third world has too much diabetes?
The U.S. The U.S. took a nap for a year, and now everybody's starving. Meanwhile, I'm high on the hog back home. Dude, I had a bowl of Tricks last night at 1 a.m.
Did you really?
It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah.
It is tight, just eating to the point of where you're God damn it, I shouldn't have had that. I shouldn't have had that.
Get hurt before bed. I was not wrong about the industry. Since I announced the Lena Dunham show, that was actually good.
I was wondering, I saw the
It's good, bro.
Is it good?
I watched the next 2 episodes.
Dude, I saw the commercial for
I'm
that.
into it.
And I was like, there's no way you're watching this. I saw the commercial.
I'm into it.
Oh my God, that fucking... There must have been DMT in that Rice Krispie treat, dude.
No, I'm into it. No, it wasn't just that. I'm into all of them.
Good.
Every episode, I like it.
Dude, what I'm trying
all it takes, though, is just synth. Synth, the music,
Yeah, for sure.
It's all if that's playing in the background of any... I'm literally just watching people work in an office.
Yeah.
That's the show. But there's synth in the background, so I'm like, this is fucking
so
awesome.
There's sinister aspects of the office, or what's the synth kind of communicating?
The synth. Am I saying that? The
synthesizer.
The 80s music.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's all it
takes. So it's
yeah, cool fucking music, dude.
I thought you were talking about a
No, not ominous organ music. No. No, it's it's like Stranger Things had it in the intro. Yeah. That type of music. Just give me that. I don't care what the show is. This is literally a Lena Dunham show about people working. Although she doesn't have anything to do with it, really.
She's just
I think she directed the first episode.
Okay.
And that was it. But show rules. First episode might have been the best episode.
Give me the
Dunham's rules, dude.
Dunham's slaps, dude.
Yo. You get bought into the industry long enough, you actually get some talent. And Dunham's has it.
You think Duncombe's has the
finally? Duncombe's has what it takes, dude.
You think the
She's Soda Oats,
what's it called again?
The industry.
You think the industry is the thing that made?
I think it's her finest work.
What's the? Well, here's the thing too.
I might have to watch Girls. Dude, I never watched the Girls.
I tried. I remember.
I think it'll drive me. I'll go
good
nuts.
Friend of the show, Mecky Leaper, was telling me like Girls. He was saying this the one time, and I was like,
best friend of the show, Mecky Leaper.
He loves the show. I was
can't get enough of the show.
Big one of our biggest conservative proponents.
Yeah, very conservative. Behind the scenes, extremely racist.
So he was telling me, he's like, no, actually, Girls is pretty good. And I was like, get the fuck out of here. I remember my first reaction was like, I was going to punch him.
Yeah. You had that. It's a gut reaction.
Yeah, you're not allowed to like that shit. He's like, no, and I was like, oh, you know what? I'll be open minded. I'll go back and give it a look. I think it starts with someone getting like their ass eaten or something. So I was like, all right, maybe the kid's got a point.
Yeah, I think the first episode is Brian Williams' daughter. The guy from the news. Isn't his name Brian Williams? Isn't that his daughter that gets her ass eaten?
Yeah. Really?
Yeah. Is that the first episode? Because I've seen that. I've seen that scene.
Yeah, I think it's the first one. Someone else told me.
B. Willie's daughter was getting her ass eat. I had to peep that.
Yeah, no, I saw it. I got into like 3 episodes, and I was like, "No, he's wrong. This is pretty bad."
Yeah, I was, but again, Mika Duncombe was young when he watched that.
Mika Duncombe,
Mickey Dunkies,
and you could get pussy back then. You could be like, "Actually, I like girls," and some girl would.
Yeah, but
it
wasn't just. I don't know. I remember there was a wistful period in my early 20s where I was very whimsical.
Yeah, true.
You know.
True.
I went through a gay phase myself, so I understand. I was walking around listening to like Vampire Weekend.
Yeah.
In my headphones.
I like them too, yeah.
That's
why you like all that synth, dude. That's why you like that synth.
The Duncombe's infested me with that back then. The synth rules. I was excited last night knowing I had to drive here today, knowing I could blast synth on the way. And then I listened to it for like 1 minute and I was like, this shit stinks. But
so what's it about? Like, what's the show about?
It's about interns.
Yeah.
So they're all college students. They're all college grads, and they all get placed in this office. And a bunch of them, you get fired if like it's just an internship.
Yeah.
And it's just them, just hustling, grinding.
Yeah.
Different ways to. There's a beautiful. My Turkish princess is in it.
Really?
I love her. Me and her.
What'd she do in the show?
She sluts out.
What?
She has to slut to get ahead, dude.
Damn. Really?
Kinda.
Is she? She has
There's some slut scenes.
So she has to slut out.
She goes very womanly. Her approach to get in with the office is to like get everybody coffee in the morning, get lunch for everybody, like, and the black chick's very like, I'm just gonna fucking kick ass. Nobody can stop me. The white dude is like, I'm gonna party with everybody. So I mean, they stereotypically got that pretty correct.
Yeah.
Just the white dude's like, I'm gonna do fucking coke with everyone in it. And the black chick's like, I'm gonna grind my ass. It's fucking good, dude. It's Duncombe's, dude. The show is Duncombe's.
True. Yeah, I'm trying to get out of the thing of just like negging people for stuff they like. Like I gotta stop. My family has a hard problem with this, man. Like I
don't think. Hold on, though. I can't. There's no way I can watch Girls. If I go back, I think I remember seeing a scene where Duncombe's was getting boned by Adam Driver, and I was like, "This must be art."
The problem, I think my problem with Girls is it triggers my PSD of having sex with girls that look like Lena Dunham. My PTSD of having sex with girls that look like Lena
bunch
Dunham.
of Dunhams?
So I see that scene, I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I did that.
Oh, I start feeling like I'm in Westchester. I'm like, shit, fuck.
That's exactly where I got mine, too. Westchester must be, there's something going on there.
It's like the meteor rocks in Smallville, dude. In Westchester, it's just like fucking light beer. There's like calcified light beer fragments that glow in frat houses. The girl passes out and hits her head on. You got to see Smallville, dude. I mean, this is like fucking.
Yeah, I've been in there. I've been captured by whatever that is in Westchester.
I've been captured by Duncombe's in Westchester a couple times.
Yeah, there's also a small alcove in Elon in North Carolina as well that'll get you.
There's Duncombe's on every university, dude. I'm a bit of a Duncombe connoisseur, dude.
True.
I've always prided myself on that.
You have always prided yourself on being able to take down any Duncombe's that comes your way.
For sure. And then show them off.
No shame.
Show them off, too.
Brag about your donkeys.
I brag about Duncombe's hard, dude. People would do that all the time in college. Be like, check this chick out. And I'd be like, check out this Duncombe's.
I'm still on that. I'm still on that where I'm like, yo, check this chick out.
You got to get some Duncombe's, dude.
I got to start bragging about donkeys.
That's the first page of the Kama Sutra. It says you have to practice your lovemaking skills on people who might not be that, exciting to you. So you can become an excellent lovemaker on Dunkums. And then it's in the Kama Sutra. Kind of fucked up, to be honest. But,
in the Kama Sutra, it's like, yo, fuck some ugly people so you're focused on your own sexuality?
No, it's like so you can practice your moves so that like you don't just like see like the hottest bae of your life, someone you just want to like just start serenading with all your boys immediately.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to, you have to just like practice on a Dunkums.
Yes,
like especially the weird pretzel.
I think I've been the Dunkums. I think a lot of girls have practiced on me, dude.
Nah, no, it's different. Because girls they're not like showing pics, like, or maybe they are.
No, they do share pics.
Yeah,
like look at him.
True, but
with mine, they have to include he's tall. Like they show all these pictures, like no, he's very tall.
They're like, let's go to Six Flags again. Like, why are you taking a picture of me next to the ride thing again? Like,
keep getting my height.
Like this guy can ride any roller coaster. He doesn't give a fuck. But yeah, man, dude, that's what I'm trying to stop doing. My brother had to send a thing to the family text the other day, like inviting us all out to like a taco night. I think he's got a new bae, so I think he was like, "Hey guys, come out and like basically meet my girlfriend." Normal, nice thing to do. My sisters like they didn't call him gay, but they were like, "You're a girl," like called him a girl basically for trying to like get people to hang out together. It was just like Jesus.
Wait, he was trying to get everybody to meet his new bae.
Yeah, he's like, "Come out for taco night" or something.
That is
like
very
that.
chick.
Yeah, well, they called him a fucking girl.
And the girls in your family did that?
Girls in my family
girls are the worst,
like,
dude.
Jesus, man. What kind of sick and twisted family am I a part
of?
People
that don't have sisters have no idea what it's like to have a woman.
At least I have younger sisters, dude. You can brush. Having an older sister is just absolute terrorism.
Women in your life that are just, especially like when they're your age, yeah.
I couldn't
They
imagine.
can be very mean.
I have a little sister, so I can just be like, yeah, enough, you guys knock it off. But yeah, then I'm like, dude, I get my family... Just so much negativity, dude. Just like, and it's just like it's just the knee jerk.
I can't get in the car with my one sister without fighting her.
Really?
Yes, nonstop, fucking nonstop, dude. I can't. Like I can't.
Does she start it? Or
no, she just tries to be herself, but she lies. She's a liar.
What?
Well, she's not a liar.
Yeah, I hear you.
She's a horse feeder.
Oh yeah, okay.
All right. So say we go to the coffee shop and we're going to see my niece and nephew. She's like, "Oh, I got to get these cookies for the kids."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "You're going to eat a cookie. That's why you're saying that. Stop saying things are for the... They shield themselves behind the kids.
You can't go
like, we got to do this for the kids."
Dude,
and I'm
you
like...
You can't enter a woman's sweet treat subconscious, dude.
I'm like, are you going to eat one of those cookies?
That's the driving force of a woman's mental activity, sweet treats, dude.
Every single conversation with her I have is like fucking litigation. Like, I literally have to break down... Like, I'm a cunt about it, too, and I do apologize. But I can't... Like, if somebody just horse feeds... I'm like, all right, well, you're not getting it for the kids. You're getting a cookie. You're getting a cookie right now. And women, they have no time for litigation.
No,
it's because once they hit the wall,
they'll tie you up in their courts, and that's tough.
You do get lost. You get tied up in litigation.
They ask you a question that
they bleed you dry.
Yeah, the answer is yes. I'll answer this question. Yeah. I'm like that.
Didn't you just have tricks last night? It's like, this isn't about the tricks. Did you have tricks? Yes or no? It's like, yes, I had tricks last night.
Okay, then it's like,
it's okay. Yeah, it's like, no, we're not settled.
Exactly. That's
but no,
they rest the case on you hard.
They also just rest the case by just being like, fuck it, like just to spaz out.
Yeah, you can hold them in contempt of
court.
They
get contempt very quick. Like if you tie them, if you get them into a dead end, they just hit the eject button.
They rush the judge instantly.
And I got rushed several times. Sometimes tears. Sometimes tears will get you. Yeah, but yeah, literally, I haven't been in. Same thing with my ex too.
Yeah.
There was never a time where I was in the car with her that we didn't fight. If there was a car ride over 5 minutes, there was a guaranteed argument.
Yeah, dude.
That's got to be me.
Well, yeah. What like run me through the thing? Like what we got?
I don't know. Maybe if a lady horse feeds, you should just ignore it.
Yeah, dude.
I can't.
Well, yeah.
If I get hit with a horse feed, I have to be like, "Well, you're lying right now."
The problem is, and this, I think we all do this to a degree, but I feel like women will hit you with justifications that you go.
Yeah, why would you say that? Just say, I'm buying a cookie. Don't say I need to get the kids cookies.
But again, dude, it all
of course, when she got the cookies, the fucking dogs ate the cookies when we left the room.
Verified?
Verified the hounds ate the cookies. Yeah, they ripped up the bag. The hounds got to the cookies, and I was like, great, it's a good thing you brought those fucking cookies.
What a perfect crime, dude, to eat all the cookies and like get the dogs
tear the bag up. And be like, these dogs are going to be
destroy
sick.
a paper towel. Just shit in the backyard. And like, look, that's disgusting.
Just in there putting the bag in your mouth. Like... Yelling at dogs.
Oh,
you motherfuckers.
They were for the kids.
The patsies, dude. Oh. But no, she munched her cookie, and then the dogs got the kids' cookies.
Look, how many types of cookies were bought this time?
There were 3 chocolate chips from the Christian coffee shop I attend. And they like me there.
Do they really?
Yes. Coffee shop rules.
I mean, they see you bringing in the big sales, dude. You're going in there. Like,
I'm bringing in family members now.
But were they the big guys?
No, they were reasonable cookies. Okay. They weren't huge.
So this is like a Spunkemeyer?
Yes. Okay. About Spunkins.
So no Chips Ahoy.
About Lena Spunkums.
So not like some like Chips Ahoy little
No,
guy.
it wasn't crazy. It was like a regular. It's about the size of an oatmeal cream pie.
Okay. Ooh.
An oatmeal oral cream pie. I brought my first off. I gotta stop being mean to her. That's the problem.
Yeah,
when we got there, I was like, stay in the car.
You didn't want to.
I'm going in the coffee because I knew there was going to be a kerfuffle.
Really?
I knew there was going to be. This is what I'm getting.
Some sweets.
I'm getting sweet treats. I was like, you got to stop eating so much sugar. Yeah. And of course, dude,
who
am I?
That's an absolute battle, dude. And it's one of those things too, because dude, it's not even like a thing like like a control thing. Like I've seen I'm not going to be specific. I've seen bays eat like concerning amounts of sugar to the point where I'm like, dude, you're gonna die.
Well, that's it. Like, it's not like I'm like Mr. fucking health. I mean, she lives with me. She sees me fucking crush, dude.
Sees you eat the
tricks. Sees me eat like 3 steaks and then like crazy amounts of food.
That's healthy though.
But I'm like, yo, sugar's bad for you?
Yeah.
Like, that's all. That's the extent. Like, fuck you. I didn't eat any sugar. I'm like, I just watched you get a milkshake.
Yeah, man.
Stop getting milkshakes.
Dude.
And then it's just a Dunkums battle, dude. It's 2 Dunkums. Clash of the Dunks. It's just Clash of the Dunkums in the Chevy Cruze, dude. Just battling as to who eats more sweet treats.
Dude. Oh, my God.
And she's got a point. And, yeah, I got to stop. Like, if one time she came out, she was with my niece and nephew. They were watching Shrek.
Mm-hmm.
She came out of the back room where she came out. Shrek was in the back with the kids. She came out while we're watching a fucking game. She comes out and she's like, "The kids want you to watch this." Did I tell you this already?
No.
She's like, and I'm sorry I'm crushing her on this because I know she listens. She came out. She was like, "The kids want everybody to watch this Halloween Shrek clip.
Yeah,
we need to find it." Mm-hmm. And I was like, "Do the kids want us to watch this?" Fucking the 2-year-old was like, "Hey, we got to go show these guys this funny clip I just watched. Or did you like it and you want to show us?" Mm-hmm. She's like, like just an instant fight. I'm like, just admit you want us to see it. That's all. Say, hey, everybody, watch this clip.
Yeah, it
doesn't have to be the kid wants you to see this.
So you're just in service of the truth.
I can't stand the fucking horse feeding when it comes to just like don't. And then she would sell it. She'll sell the show. She'll be like, "It's so funny. You got to fucking see this thing. Like, you watch this. Wait till you see this." I'm like, dude, just say you want us to see it.
Dude, it sounds sweet, dude.
It was nice, but I need the truth.
Cop up.
I said, just admit you want us to watch the Shrek thing. And then the family gets involved. They're like, "Shane, shut the fuck up. Stop antagonizing your sister." And I'm like, I can't shut the fuck up. I'm like, well, I just wanted to fucking just admit it. Just admit it. And then like 10 minutes later, I'll be like, just admit it. It's not good. I got problems.
No, dude. I mean, yeah, it's one of those things. Just let it go.
Every woman in my life has hated me eventually. For almost this exact
same
reason.
Here, bro.
Yeah, same. It's good to get the wedding ring on that pound. Eventually, she's gonna hate me. Sick.
That's a tough thing to come to grips with. The fact that like she'll. Oh, dude, just like coming to grips with the fact that like I'm just like inherently annoying.
It's embarrassing.
Tough pill to swallow. Like she'll sit there and like be in like a kind of a bad mood, and I'll just like start like moonwalk. I'll just start doing shit just to bother her.
Yeah, you can't. Oh, dude, yes. That brings me to I had to give Phil a lesson on this last night. So last night before dinner, he was on his phone over the food. The food was on the island. My mom always, "Dish up, everybody." She says, "Fucking dish up." And I yell it before she yells it now. And she's like, "Shut up." Because I know what she's going to say at all times. But, so Phil's standing there. Phil's looking at his phone.
Yeah.
This is Monday Night Football. So he's got some bets coming in. He's got to take a look. And I went behind him and went, "Go, Phil, what are you doing?" And I grabbed his sides. He got so fucking pissed, dude. I scared the shit out. I scared him so much that he elbowed my sister. And dude,
he dropped his phone?
No, he held on to it. But I've never seen someone spaz this hard, dude. Phil spazzed. I go, "Phil, what are you doing?" He's like, "God damn, you fucking idiot!" Like, just he fucking spazzed, dude. And then my mom was laughing. Me and my mom were laughing. He was like, "You two fucking idiots!" And then I was like, "What'd you call mom?" And he's like, "I was talking to your sister." Like he had to, while angry, he had to deflect. Dude, he spazzed for a solid 10 minutes. He was furious, dude.
Dude, honestly, Brittany's been scaring me lately, and it's been my same reaction. Like, it's not fucking funny. It's so funny. I get so mad, dude.
It's so funny to scare someone and then they get mad, dude. Fuckers. Phil, I've never, he hasn't. And then I realized I'm airing my family out pretty hard on this, but it was Monday, which is when he definitely never drinks. Mm-hmm. He doesn't drink on Mondays.
Really?
So he's always so mean on Mondays. He's always so fucking angry. And then he'll be like, "Oh, it's Monday, you're not drinking?" He's like, "Yeah, that's it, Shane, sure. Yeah, it's because I'm not drinking, Shane. Asshole." It's like,
dude, actually, I came up with a pretty sick idea. Maybe this exists about betting.
Grabbed his size. Motherfucker.
Dude, that's such a... You fucking idiot. It's not you.
You two fucking assholes.
Referring to our daughter as a fucking idiot, not my wife. Dude, so, anyone can take this if they want to just, obviously, like, make $1 million. A betting site, a betting app, where when you lose, a portion of your losses go towards a charity. That way you don't feel so bad when you lose money.
Yeah, that's all you have to say.
And then when you win, you get the option to do like a checkout. Like, do you want to give like 2% of the winnings? Not that bad of an idea.
$1 million idea.
I think it's $1 million.
You should send that over to Barstool. They could use the positive PR and their new book. They're in Philly right now.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I'm more of like I like to just transmit ideas out in the universe. Just say, hey, take someone who wants this, go do it, bro. Go take it.
Yeah.
I'm up to my knees in projects, dude. I can't start a humane betting. I'm up to my knees in projects, dude. I can't start a fucking...
So not very high.
Pretty fucking high, dude.
Up to my knees?
If you were up to your knees in snow, would you say this is a little bit of snow?
True. I'll give you that, but that's the saying.
Up to my neck.
Yeah.
I'm up to my knees, dude.
You just started, though.
I'm being accurate.
If you were up to your knees in water, would you be like, "Help, I'm drowning"?
I'd be like, "This is a lot of water here."
True.
I'm up to my knees in this water.
You'd be like a newscaster. You know when they like fake how flooded it is? They, like sit in a boat and then somebody walks behind them. And
yeah, man. I mean, speaking of the weather, dude, it's funny.
Fuck.
Definitely.
Fuck, dude. I led us into a weather talk.
We're definitely in the midst of a high pressure system here right now. I got a little thing. I got a little Doppler on my phone now. It's pretty accurate. I mean, it's unbelievably accurate. It's pretty. I mean, it's just
is this going to be better than Cliff Notes of The Economist?
Radar.
It's like, well, now thank you, Shane. You've led me straight into the weather portion of the show. This is also exciting stuff. We got a low pressure system.
Unless I'm reading this. See, I don't have any fucking swirls of color on here, so I'm like,
you can't even read the Doppler,
dude. It's clear skies, dude. Let me see. What I'm trying to think which one oh, there's some snow coming over there over Columbus. That's concerning. I've been researching how
what do you think of the snow in Columbus?
I mean, it's to be expected, like a landlocked area. Landlocked areas are typically low pressure. High pressure systems are around the ocean where, like, I mean, do you know what atmospheric pressure even is?
No, tell me about it. Tell me about it.
It's just water, dude. It's just the water, getting, evaporating back up. All the weather comes from the heat of the sun, first of all. Wind comes from the heat of all that stuff. So water evaporates, gets held in the sky. But if you're near a body,
didn't you have a theory about wind?
What about it?
You had a theory about wind, and I know it. What was it? I can see the smile on your face.
I don't know the theory.
You remember your theory.
I wish I really...
You had one of the dumbest fucking theories on wind.
Oh, I know what it is.
And it was from the Earth spinning.
It's from the Earth spinning. Dude, I mean, partially true. Partially true. Because the reason certain things move a certain way is because of the fact that the Earth is spinning, which I believe is why hurricanes make like a U shape. That's why the turning point of a storm. It eventually goes the other way. That's from the Earth rotating. So, I mean, I'm kind of right, which is crazy I spitballed that.
True. All right, I'll take it back.
I mean, dude, that's like fucking Aristotle just going like this to the sky, just one eye, and being like...
Pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's weather, and everyone's like, oh, okay, that's what's up. I think there is.
Damn.
But yeah, dude, I've been researching the weather very hard.
I need more of a report than just there could be snow in Columbus.
I mean, dude,
take a look at the Doppler.
I'm looking at the Doppler. That's the thing. We're in this fucking... Hold on, let me see which... trying to think. Which radar do you want me to hit? You want me to hit KCCX or KDIX? I can hit Central PA for you right now. Ooh, okay. We got some systems coming in here. Ooh, some low pressure moving in due to the color of it.
I think we're getting rain on Sunday. Where's that on your Doppler?
Right there, dude. That's that low pressure. See that green? See that green cloud moving in? That would be a low pressure front that's pushing. Now I don't see it pushing against anything really. There's some high pressure up to the north above you right there, indicated in the blue.
Oh, up by Buffalo.
Yeah, that sometimes it depends. The low pressure looks a little bit bigger, so
that's
cold air moves.
That
faster.
looks like some lake effect, dude. That's all that looks like to me.
Yeah, it's coming right off of a lake, dude. You're 100%
That's lake
right.
effect. Yeah, it's coming right off it. Yeah.
You might, damn it, dude.
You ever hear of lake effect?
We're deadlocked. I heard of it. I got to research.
You're gonna look
now.
into some lake effect.
We're deadlocked right now because people are like, I get messages. People are like, nah, Shane's the weather guy, and it's like, it's killing me, dude.
Yeah, look, that just looks like some minor lake.
Oh,
now the lake, dude. Wait till you see what the lake effect does.
I mean, I hope it doesn't get caught in like an occidental zone when the two fucking.
Oh, I hate that.
When the high pressure, low pressure aren't strong enough to like push each other, and they stagnate. Usually lasts about 5 to 7 days, but it should clear up over the week. We should have some decent weather. But the whole point of the Economist thing was that the best, like this is like the key information. I'm like, this stuff is bullshit, dude.
Yeah, well, who the fuck reads The Economist?
True. Fair point.
Just what cheese dick, especially our age, is reading that.
True.
No one you want to talk to.
There is, but the cool thing is there are like, dude, there was a thing about like how hipsters are hitting the Middle East now. That was actually pretty. That was in.
How hipsters are doing what?
There's hipsters. The hipsters are spreading now.
Oh, you mean being a hipster? I thought you meant hipsters from New York are going to fucking the Middle East.
No.
What?
No. Only if they work for Vice. But
True.
No, there's a spreading phenomenon right now of people who go and get like educated abroad and come back to like I think it was even like in Sudan and like in Afghanistan. Well, they'll open like fancy coffee shops, and there was dudes who were in like
they do love coffee over there.
Well, it's just funny to me that the Taliban's eventually going to encounter hipsters and be like, "What the fuck?" Because there's dudes who are getting like their beards like neatly manicured out there and getting like cool tattoos. And you're not allowed to get tattoos. You're not allowed to get tattoos out there. So, dude, if we pull the troops out, Afghani hipsters are about to get fucked up, dude.
They are going to get crushed. They're just going to make an amendment to Sharia law to be like, also, you can't be cool. You can't be fucking cool.
They're pushing, dude.
That's probably in Sharia law. That's
moving. The thing of hipsterism is moving globally now. Just being like, and they were saying there's like a certain, if you give it like an unfinished or like a cool wood look, and that's like the universal sign of like, we care about stuff here.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty funny that thinking of Afghani hipsters makes me laugh. Thinking of hipsters in the suburbs makes me kind of chuckle. Did you ever see? There's like always lone hipsters out there, but you think about someone taken out to Afghanistan, and be like, actually, dude, I kind of like the beginning of the Quran. Like, all right, dude.
Yeah, the early stuff in the Quran was pretty sad. And then just,
Quran actually never condemned slavery. Does the Bible condemn slavery? I was reading a thing today.
I think
not in The Economist. It was a different
I think the New Testament probably does, but
I think the New Testament.
Old Testament had some rules on slavery.
Did it?
Yeah. How to handle business.
How to handle.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I was reading about
how to be gangster.
How to be fucking. Yeah, I was that book I was reading about debt was talking about like how they used to just use basically women as like women were the first form of currency. You would just get chicks, and they were talking about in Africa and how like they were just like it wasn't even there were slaves, but they were more so like this idea of pawns. Like you would have a pawn. So like if somebody killed your brother, you'd be like, dude, you'd have a couple options but you could just be like, all right, dude, you got to give me your sister. We're never going to be even, Steven.
Yeah.
But your sister's going to be my pawn now. So then like your sister would have kids, and then all of her kids become your pawns. So they're not like, you don't like own them really, but like they're people you get to trade in the event of like if you do something fucked up, if you have a bunch of pawns.
Yeah, if you get a DUI, you can be like, yo, here's my nephew.
Yeah, if you're drunk and you just like, cut some dude's head off on accident, and you can just be like, yo, my bad. But the problem is if you cut a dude's head off, then the brother could, so with the sister you give him, he can then turn her into a ghost wife where he'll cream pie the sister you give him. And then she'll bear a kid, and everyone tells the kid in the village is like, oh yeah, your dad's a ghost and he was the one who cream pied your mom, and you kind of have to go avenge his death and find the guy who gave your mom basically and kill her brother. It's pretty sick. But they could get into that. They get into village wives, which just might be the funniest fucking thing in the world. So like
you talked about this.
I didn't get into detail about it. They talked about the
Did you tell me about the village wife?
I told you about village wives.
All right.
So they would have the elders. So basically, when you came up, when you were a young kid in these villages, I think it was like Calabar around that area, right? I think Nigeria. My geography is getting off the hook. I'm not being Calabar.
I don't know if I've even heard of Calabar.
It's a port city. No, it's west coast of Africa. Dude, I'm not trying to step on geography.
You can't. You can't.
But they were talking about how instead of money, the whole point of the book is like, how did the concept of money originate? And this one society, what they did, you had to give people cloths or copper bars. So like when you came up, you would just have these cloths that people could use and turn into clothes. But if like say you needed something from someone who was older, you'd have to. There's these little like rituals. You'd constantly be giving the older people cloths, and that was like so. It was like imagine your communion money.
Yeah.
But you got communion, you had to pay all the old people you knew. So what happens is eventually all the old people have all the shit. If you have stuff, then you can get wives. So like all the dudes were fucking incels basically, because like your dad would have like 9 wives. If you like coveted them, it was like a bet you weren't allowed to do that. It was fucked up. But so what happened is they would have these old dudes. They'd all have like 5 wives, and then dudes would have nothing because the whole society was built around giving your elders like all of your shit basically. So like the dudes would plan seductions. So like if you're a dude, you would walk around and just tell stories about how you're gonna like fuck your uncle's wife.
Nice. That hasn't left us at all.
Dude, you'd have to tell you.
They'd go around and basically verbalize Pornhubs. They'd be like, yo. She's going to get stuck in the mud down by the river.
But then if you got caught seducing, you would have to then pay more cloths, and then like you might have to fork a pawn. Like, dude, it's so fucking funny. But the whole thing culminates in like they call this a human economy, where people are more or less the currency. And then they say like commercial economies like Europeans came down with like so many fucking cloths, so many copper bars. And they're like, you guys want some of this shit? They're like, all right, you can sell it, but you got to give us like some of your pawns, some of your children, and we'll hold them as collateral, and then you can go sell it. And then they would get people deep into debt and be like, go get us some fucking slaves. And they'd be like, otherwise you're fucked. We're going to take you and your whole family. Yeah. So that they started kind of doing that all through the thing. And, I'm listening to this being like, oh, African people sold slaves. Oh my God. I can't believe he's talking about this. Oh my God. White people aren't that bad. And then the next chapter is literally how like Ireland was all just a purely slave economy. Because they said the Irish were slaves. It was cattle and women in medieval Ireland that were the forms of currency. You'd have to get sisters, dude. And you're like, dude, I have so many sisters. Dude, I'm fucking rich. And you would just trade them away and sell them. It was 3 cattle were worth, I think, a woman or so. Or, no, I think 3 women are worth 1 cat. Something crazy, dude. But yeah, that was making me laugh. I was on my high horse, like, well, wasn't all white people doing it? And then I was just like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Ireland had fucking...
Yeah, it turns out everybody was bad historically.
Yeah, Ireland had
Watch out.
But the analogy they said, it'd be like, if like aliens came and were just like, yo, we'll give you $1 million, just go grab me someone. It's like, would you deny it? Would you not do it? It's like, aliens with weapons you couldn't even fathom just hit you with like, yo, you want $1 million right now?
Yeah.
Go grab that dude. So people were like, oh, it's like pretty compelling. But yeah, it was, dude, that shit was pumping me up, dude. The idea of Ghostwives, the village. Oh, then the whole thing was, so they had these, so these young dudes would just planning seductions, dude. They're just pickup artists, dude. They're out there trying to.
What type of seductions? Did they give you any examples, or what did you have in mind?
Well,
or like, what would you do?
I don't know.
How would you seduce your aunt?
I think you'd have to like hoard some cloths first of all. You'd have
Tell you
to,
how you could seduce mine.
How?
Booze.
Oh yeah. Oh well, that was
that was a pretty easy one.
I'm sure you could definitely apply them to something, but the thing I think you'd have to get like delicacies. You'd have to like go catch like a rare animal and be like, "No, did you ever try that?"
Check this out.
But they also
spring the trap.
Yeah, I mean kidnappings were pretty common. That was like a big thing. Like if you couldn't seduce your aunt, then you could go kidnap like a woman from like a rival village. But so like the young dudes would go to like the head dude and be like on like a compound and be like, "Yo, we're dying. We need some pussy." And they're like, "Go fucking raid a village, you bitch. Go steal someone's daughter." And they'd be like, "All right." So they would petition like, "All right, you got it. Go ahead and do this." And then they would go, or they would raid a village and steal somebody, or like if somebody was getting as a pawn getting thrown into a marriage they didn't want to do, they could run from their village and claim asylum, and then they were a village wife. That's what I was talking about.
Yes.
So the young dudes, basically the young dudes, if they like pleaded enough, they could all go in and split a wife. So they could build a crash pad, go steal a lady from a village, and be like, "You're the village wife," and they were just all just like 14 dudes just be fucking like boning this chick, and then they would go out during the day and be like, "Man, I love our wife so much." They would all go try to like hunt her the coolest stuff, and they'd all compete for like eventually.
So it was like The Bachelor.
It literally was The Bachelor, dude.
Yeah,
it was a Bachelorette.
Pardon me.
Yeah, so they would go out and be like, "Oh, I love you so much. Here's this thing," and dude, it was really funny, man. Think about just you and all your boys with a crash pad and one wife.
She's the best.
Dude, we love her, dude. Our wife is so
that
beautiful.
would turn into murder.
Well, hence the need for pawns. Yeah. So then they were basically saying the one anthropologist was like just telling them how like they
think about like dudes pussy bragging.
Oh, dude.
Like, yo, I fucked our wife so good last night. They're like, all right, man, just take it easy.
It was just 4 dudes in the woods being like, she loves me more than you. And they'd be like, she loves me the most.
Damn.
But yeah, man, dude, that was making just having the village wife. And then I think the kids were then the responsibility of the entire village and, blah, blah, blah. So, but yeah, dude, pawnship rules. We got to get back into a pawn setup. It's not slavery. It's just like, you get pawns, dude. You get pawns.
What do you think we could get for Noah?
As a pawn?
Yeah.
Yeah, dudes don't really fetch a high value. No, you got any sisters?
I have a younger sister.
There we go.
How old?
No, we're just asking for economic,
just for economic
just for human economy purposes.
What's your Instagram? Don't say her Instagram.
Don't, yeah.
Please don't.
Not.
Please don't.
Yeah, like I said, sister, good. But yeah, dudes aren't bad. It all depends. The other thing, too, is you can get a bunch of dudes, and if you want, like, a sick entourage, that's the other thing, too. You get a bunch of pawns, or you get slaves, and you wouldn't make them work or anything, but, yo, I'm going to the market today. You guys got to pump me up, dude.
It's not bad.
It was pretty tight.
Just get hype, man.
You hype, man, dude. You would just get an entourage of dudes who would you'd be like, come on, man, it's time for the market. Get hype on me, dude. like I kind of miss my family. Like, shut up, dude. Come on. But, yeah, dude, that shit was making me laugh so fucking hard.
This is something that I experienced. I watched Children of Men, that movie.
Yeah.
But in that movie, there's a scene where a bomb goes off and he's got ring in his ears, and the lady's like, "That noise you're hearing is a frequency that your ears will never be able to produce again. Whenever you have a ringing in your ear, that's what that is." And I remember one time in a car, a dude told me that. I was like, "Yeah, my fucking ears ringing." He's like, "Yeah, do you know what that is?" And he just regurgitated a line from Children of Men. You ever hear somebody give you a fact from a movie and then you see the movie later and you're like, oh, that's where he fucking...
No,
I've been believing this.
I think so, yeah.
Like in the movie Contagion, they're like, the average person touches their face once every fucking 20 seconds. Mm-hmm. I've heard people repeat that.
Is it true?
There's just... I don't know. But there's just certain... Like, Wes was the one, by the way, Lemaire, who told me that. We were in the car, and he said that, and I was like, damn, that's a fucking interesting fact. And then, a decade later, I'm watching a movie at 2 a.m, like, that fucking idiot, I believed this?
So wait, the thing in the movie was from a flashbang?
Yeah, it was just a grenade went off, and he had a ringing in his ear.
Yeah.
And the lady was like, that ringing is the last time you'll ever hear that frequency. That's
and
your eardrum.
You were just having a
And I would just, we were just driving, and I was like, damn, I can hear it. There's like a ringing in my ear.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course you'll hear that again. What the fuck?
I don't know what was going on there. But I believed it.
True.
He said it with some conviction.
He's like, you'll never hear that exact.
He's like, that's just a certain frequency that your ear won't be able to pick up again because of that buzz. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but I know that he got the exact line from Children of Men.
Yeah, but the flashbang...
Whether or not Children of Men is telling the truth, I'm not sure.
I mean, the flashbang makes sense because it's so fucking loud that it probably damages your hearing a little bit, so you'll probably never be able to hear that again. So is that like the sound leaving your ear to like never return?
I'm not sure.
Huh.
I don't know the science of it because I think it's wrong.
I mean, I've definitely done that before where I've taken stuff from movies and just been like, let's roll.
Yeah, this is true.
Let's go.
Yeah.
100%.
But it's always funny when you finally see the movie years later and you're like,
son of a bitch.
I believe that. Like, there's certain things will tell me, people will say something or say, like, it'll just stay with me forever. Mm-hmm. Like, certain things will just always, like, I'll be doing something and every time I do something, I'll think of the same thing. It's crazy.
Real, like almost like a deja vu or like
not deja vu, just like an OCD type. Like every single time I play FIFA, I think of the first time my friend saw me playing FIFA and what he said. Every single time I play.
What did he say?
He was like, "Oh, the point of this, it's stupid. It makes no sense. There's no reason to remember this." But he was like, "Oh, the point of this is to drag the other team's defense out and then pass behind them." That's all he said. And now every single time I play FIFA, I think of where I was and when he said that. Pretty crazy.
How long do you think about it for?
1 second, and then I'm like, why the fuck am I still thinking about the same goddamn pointless quote?
That sounds torturous.
There's a lot of those. I have a lot of those.
Just things that pop up constantly?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who knows?
What you're describing, I have moments like that. I can't put them into words, but I'll just be doing a thing, and I'll have a thought that's just so stupid and pointless that I'll just go like, fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, I kind of know what you're talking
Tommy
about.
has that. Tommy, every time he puts his pants on, he thinks of you and me making fun of anybody that would roll the bottom of their jeans. Literally every time he gets ready in the morning, he's like, he'll say it to me if I'm there. He'll repeat what we said. He's like, can you imagine being the type of guy that would roll the bottom of his fucking jeans? And every time I'm like, I'm sorry.
Does he roll? He wants to roll his jeans?
Yeah, he has the bottom of his jeans rolled.
So he rolls
every time he puts those pants on, he says that. Because he heard us making fun of that.
When did we make fun? I don't even remember that.
That's what I say. I'm like, I don't know if that was us. He's like, it was you.
I'm pretty sure
it was you. And then now also whenever he puts cologne on, he does the same thing.
I mean, dude, well,
we're like, who the fuck puts cologne on? And then one time, I'm sitting there playing FIFA, thinking about my dumb friend's quote, and then Tommy's putting cologne on, thinking of my dumb quote right behind me. He's like, can you imagine putting fucking cologne on? And I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. I didn't mean it.
Yeah, I went hard on cigarette smokers recently. I was like making a point.
Cigarette smoking rules.
I was talking about how they're most likely, if you have a company full of people and you're trying to figure out who complains the most, just look for people with cigarettes on them. At a job, cigarette smokers are the biggest complainers. Always. Always, fucking every single time, every single company, every place I've ever been at. They go outside and they're like, every fucking 5 minutes, like,
every
where are they
cigarette
at?
is
like,
a complaint.
I need to get a cigarette. It's like, dude, just ate lunch like 4 minutes ago, man.
Yeah.
And dude, I felt bad. I came down hard on cigarette smokers, but I was
that
making
office
a
job.
point.
The last job I had, the office job back home I had in Harrisburg, worked for the state, and every state worker. First off, this lady was on my dick, dude. She would watch the clock when I would come in late. I'd be like 5 minutes late.
That's miserable.
Because I came in with my sister, who was higher up than her.
Yeah.
So my sister didn't. It didn't matter
So
when she got there,
yeah.
and I never said anything to my sister about, hey, I'm late, I'm getting in trouble. I was just like, I don't give a fuck at all.
Yeah.
And anyway, this lady, but then these dudes, they would just take cigarette breaks every hour. They would leave for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what about them? They're like, they're allowed to do that. I was, I'm with you on the cigarette smoking.
Yeah, dude.
I needed to get a dip break. You know?
Fuck?
Nobody gives you a dip
You
break.
can do that in the outro. They don't, dude.
They get mad if you even say it.
We go outside and just a little bit.
If you're like, yo, let me go dip.
I need a spittoon.
But that is what a crap is. A work crap.
Oh, a crab?
A crap at work with a dip in, dude, that's a good 45-minute crap.
Oh, I think
surfing the web.
I thought you were talking about crabs.
What about crabs?
I thought you called me King Crab. I was like, dude, I ain't a motherfucking
you
crab.
fucking crab-looking motherfucker.
Yo,
you're the
dude.
definition of a crab.
Come on, dude.
You Jeezy?
Dude, come on.
I'm more Gucci, for real.
You think you're more Gucci, man?
I'm definitely more Gucci.
I didn't see Jeezy's performance at all.
You would have liked it. You strike me as more of a fan of Jeezy.
More of Mr. 17.5.
What?
That's what Jeezy calls himself.
Mr. 17.5?
Yeah.
I didn't
It's
know.
like it's kind of a brag. It's a humble brag about how cheap he gets kilos of cocaine.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, 17.5.
He's a snowman, dude. You don't know anything about
he's up
pushing
to,
that
He's up
weight.
to his knees in the bricks, dude.
Probably. He's probably he's probably below his ankles at this point.
Well, it's just funny too how hardened, like self-proclaimed like super gangsters had to kind of like pledge allegiance to like a governor before they
Oh, that was great.
Oh yeah, yes ma'am.
We talking verses.
Yeah, talking about the battle, dude.
Talking about the battle everybody saw, especially the whites.
Yeah, what
the whites were all about it on Twitter.
Were they really?
I saw several whites posting like, "Yo, Jeezy." Like, shut the fuck up, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Did you see Gary Owens? I think somebody posted on the Reddit. Gary Owens was like, "Yo, I'm gonna need some Hennessy and a Black and Mild to watch this verses." It was like, "Whoa, dude, what are you doing?"
Yeah, that's fucking aggressive. Dude.
That's a strong one.
Yeah. Also, too,
Gary's
imagine
having
convincing
fun.
yourself. I'll be honest. No white people really like Hennessy. If you do, you're pretending. Stuff's disgusting. Did you ever have it?
No, I don't really. No, I'm sure I've had it.
I'm saying that because I try to like it because it looked cool. I was in high school. I was like, oh, cool, I have Hennessy. And I would drink it and be like, oh, my God, I'm going to throw the fuck up.
Yeah, I remember Hypnotic.
Hypnotic's actually not bad.
Hypnotic's just sugar, right?
Sweet, yeah.
Yeah.
Hennessy's disgusting, dude. It's fucking...
I wouldn't say
rough.
stuff like this.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting, dude.
What do you think I got in this fucking... in my plastic cup?
You have H-Rock in your cup?
I'm going to need a fucking Black and Mild to watch this young Jeezy.
Sure.
I'm Gary Owen. Yo, did I tell you my idea for my special?
No.
Got a sick idea for a special.
You got? What you got?
Don't disrespect me. Fuck it. That's Hypnotic, dude.
Would you combine them like an Incredible Hulk?
So, if I film a special, it's gonna have to be me. Obviously, no network's gonna be like Netflix isn't gonna be like, let's take a chance.
You could come out in favor of complicated corporate contracts and maybe snag the favor of companies. I don't know, guys. I think it's pretty fair.
Yeah, true. But I was thinking about producing. Now, this is just an idea. Should I just produce an all-black special? Like the whole audience is black, and I film it like.
And even you?
No, not blackface. But here was the idea: wear the Bernie Mac suit with my face airbrushed, but maybe airbrush a black face. Airbrush my own face, blackface, on my shirt. But like this special would be incredible. But then, like, here's how I want to open it. Like, the beginning of the special should be classic. Like, yo, everybody fucking doubted me. Nobody thought I could do something this special, and then come out and bomb. But also, more importantly, be like, yo, it goes down at the barbershop. Like, that's how. That's how my But then just go to the super cuts at the Walmart in Mechanicsburg and like sit there and like try to strike up conversation with like just some lady. Just be like, yo, you see fucking LeBron's hairline? Just some lady like, excuse me, sir? Nothing. Be like, yo, it goes down at the barbershop.
Oh, dude. The first fucking 15 minutes is used in the waiting room is reading like Esquire. Like
trying to talk to people sitting there and be like, yo, you see this bullshit? Just some guy
like Muhammad Ali versus Joe Frazier.
Yeah, who you got?
Shut up. Yeah. Shut up. What was the most historic boxing match you've ever seen?
Yeah.
You're like, what? Excuse me, sir? You're like,
it's a good special.
That'd be awesome.
And then go out. There's some ideas I don't know if the public's ready for them.
I mean, if you dress up in the Bernie Mac clothes, that'd be aggressive. If you wore like jeans with a picture of Africa on them, and fucking went out.
It's so funny. It'd almost be like, first off, everybody would know. It would be called very racist
for sure.
People wouldn't understand the literal art that I was creating, because that would be art. If I got out there and did like, y'all ever be eating motherfucking pussy? Just the people that were, and then like have the camera on the crowd of them being visually up like.
The problem is you might crush.
If I crushed, it would be the.
If you had a Black and Mild and some H-Rock,
if I got Hennessy and Black and Mild,
you might get in your bag. That's a problem. You gotta watch out, dude. Because if you get in your bag and crush, then
if I get my bag and crush in a pair of jeans with Africa on them and my face airbrushed, I'd be the goat.
You would just become you'd be trapped in the bit. You'd be Andrew Dice Clay.
Andrew Dice Clay.
You'd be Randy.
You think Gary's trapped in the bit?
Big time, dude.
Gary Owens trapped in the. He's like, yo, I'm gonna be a fucking wigger for real, and then just trapped in it forever.
He is, dude.
Damn, that's tough.
100%.
Gary. I never.
You got trapped. You might get trapped in the bit.
I never thought about Gary.
You'd be like Andrew Dice. You'd be 75 and be like, oh man, come on. You'd be like Andrew Dice Clay, dude.
Just trapped in the bit of a Bernie Mac, a white guy doing a Bernie Mac act. That was the rule, though.
I mean, reach out. You have mentors. To have him, big dude, take me under your wing.
Gary?
Yeah. Have him be your mentor, dude. Mentor-mentee relationship. That'd be beautiful, dude. He might be able to spin your. He might be able to do a PR spin. Like, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all.
It's a good idea for a special.
For sure. It'd be so you could film it yourself.
I would produce it. I'd produce it myself, dude.
How long? What would you fill? That's the question. What would you fill the whole?
Well,
thing
it depends how badly it goes. Which I would. You can surmise it would go very poorly. If I was over the top, like. I know what it's like when it's eating pussy. The girl was on that time of the month. I still be going down on that shit, you know. And then like be like, what else do I have here? Just look at my notes. Like, what else do I want to talk about?
Yeah, that would be something that would go over people's heads to the point where they'd be like, "This is why
this is just racist.
This is horrible."
Now, a close associate of mine had a good idea for the end of the show. I won't divulge his name because I don't know if the public's ready for this type of joking.
Sure.
But then to take out a dummy, a ventriloquist dummy. And have it say the word. But then end it. Like, don't say it. Like, cut it.
Mic drop.
Cut the credits immediately.
Before you even do it?
Right when it's about to say it.
Really?
Cut straight to credits. It's a good special.
That would be fucking wild.
A half hour of that.
I mean, you should just go all dummy then. You should just go all dummy the whole time and do all your stuff.
Just break out just be like, all right, y'all not feeling that? I got something for your ass. Break out a dummy and just have it start talking shit.
Dude, that would be if you went.
I don't know. I don't want to. For some reason, I know it's not insulting. I know I'm not trying to be insulting towards black people, but boy, that thing comes out pretty rough.
Dude, if you went to an all black room, like
damn, it's funny.
It would be very funny to do. There's very funny things about like strictly black comedy that are really funny to make fun for sure.
Yes. Yeah. Can't
coming out of the gate swinging and be like, and now coming from a horrible debacle, like what's that motherfucker?
Yeah.
It might not stick.
Yeah, but man,
like what a fucking
could it be funny?
What an insane movie!
I know it'd just be the funniest thing possible.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Would be pretty funny.
You
got to pay your homage. The reason Gary Owens can do it is because he pays respect to the culture. You have to go pay your homage.
I watched Kevin Hart has a new special, and it's crazy.
How was it?
It's just crazy. Just like him walking, it's in his own living room. It's cool. It's a cool idea, and obviously, I think Kevin Hart's great at stand up. The last couple, he's starting to, he's too famous, so some of it kind of sucks. And he doesn't have anybody around him to be like, yo, that's fucking corny. Don't do that. Yeah. But like him walking down his hallway, and there's like pictures of comedians. He's like, the greats. I got like inspiration. It's like, dude, don't do that.
I wish I can get into that, man. I wish I could like give a fuck about stuff in general. Yeah. Be like, man, I'm surrounded by. But again, it's like it's kind of what breeds being like in multi-million-dollar stuff and sitting in meetings. Like, I'm in the meetings now. It's part of the journey. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
That's why I don't do it. To be honest.
True.
But yeah,
I daydream about it.
Oh, what?
Everybody has that in them. I wish I could do that. I wish I could walk at the beginning of my special, point to like a picture of Louis, be like, "The fucking gods bless us."
True.
Like not ironically, like
dude, 100%. No,
100%. Picture of fucking Norm Macdonald, like inspiration, the Kings.
That is in all of us. You're right about that. That 100% is.
Yeah, that's why rap's popular. That's why every single person who listens to rap, like, yeah, I'm the fucking man.
Yeah, it does. It plugs you into the hero's journey, dude. It's like the whole thing is when you listen to it, you're like, yeah, dude, I'm grinding too. I'm going to be great one day. Yeah. It's like, what do I have to do? It's like, just murder all of your enemies. And you're like, all right.
Sell dope to pregnant women. All right, fine, I will. And then all you have to do is be remorseful later.
Exactly. Yeah,
that's
all you have to do is, exactly.
And rap.
True.
Heard that.
Be bad and then just,
say sorry.
Yeah, be like, just eventually when you're 40, just wear glasses and, start a podcast. Like fucking T.I. T.I.'s been quiet, dude. What's he been up to?
I don't know.
I got pissed when he went at the Cannon, and I was like, yo, whoa.
He talked shit on the Cannon.
He came at the set, dude. Yeah, he started talking about the Cannon, and I was like, yo, whoa.
Why? What did he say about Cannon?
And I don't know. He was just like talking shit to Nick Cannon or something. He attacked somebody. He started, he's just, I got beef with T.I., dude.
Yeah.
Big time beef. He doesn't want to see me on the throne, dude.
T.I. would fuck you up.
I would crush him, dude.
T.I. would beat your ass.
No, we wouldn't. If we both got to wear trench coats and go to the sit in King's chairs.
In
Versus? That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
first of all, I'd beat the fuck out of T.I. He weighs 120
T.I. would
pounds.
fuck you up.
You think T.I. would beat me up?
Yes.
He weighs like 110 pounds. You ever see him?
Matt, T.I. would tune you up, dude.
What? He's tiny, dude.
He's got that thing on him.
Dude, the government took all of his things.
The government couldn't take all of T.I.'s things.
Dude, he got caught with like 20 guns and didn't go to jail.
He got caught with 20 different things.
And didn't go to jail, dude. How, dude?
Yeah, baby.
The man was snitching, bro.
You think T.I.'s a snitch?
Yes, dude.
Yo, I wouldn't put that on.
I'm putting it out there.
Don't put that on people's names,
snitch
dude.
Ass, dude. Snitch ass, dude.
Whoa, dude. We almost had to put credits in there.
How do you get caught? What? How do you get caught with fucking 20 guns and not do any jail time?
He made a song with Justin Timberlake.
What do you mean?
Lemaire, say that dumb thing you just said into the mic.
He made a song with Justin Timberlake.
That's
how he got out of jail. That's how he didn't go to jail. Anytime a black guy's about to go to jail, they make a song and they don't go to jail.
Give me another example.
R. Kelly before the first time.
Okay,
when he
went to jail.
The first time when
Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby. yeah. No. He made a special. Netflix has it in default. They didn't put it.
What about Shine?
True.
He didn't make enough money.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Cut it.
Embarrassing.
Noah, scrub that out.
God, the show's fucking derailed.
It's over. Might as well just end it. Might as well stop forever.
Where are we at? Where are we at time-wise?
1 hour.
1 hour?
So, But yeah, no, that's.
Oh, I'm doing Kansas City.
Are you really?
Yeah, I am gonna do that show.
Thought you weren't.
Risky show.
Why is it risky?
This is the day after Thanksgiving. It's the weekend after Thanksgiving. It's just a room full of people that were just in rooms full of people.
Perfect storm.
And after the show, and I'm gonna do a meet and greet where everyone just spits straight into my fucking mouth.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Everybody in there.
Dude, if you did that,
I'm gonna get on my knees and just let everybody spit in my fucking mouth on the way out.
That'd be legendary. Just have everyone walk by and just lash you.
Yes.
I might start. We should start getting into like what's that called in religion? I forget what. It's not like asceticism. It's like self punishment where you just whip your back.
Yeah.
We should end shows with letting people just like dom us.
Yeah, just pick people up out of the crowd, just come on stage, just fucking.
At the end, instead of a merch table, I'll just be fucking. I'll have a leather mask on with no sight. I'll be strapped. People can just fucking flog me.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Scratch my body.
You'll have time, like while I'm on, you'll have time to get set up.
I'll get.
Get set up, get flayed. Like put your body, like you're about to
just
be flayed.
Pink tied. I was like,
oh,
pink
I like
tied
that.
over the thing, dude.
Hog tied over a thing, and just have people and guests can just come by and slap your belly.
Yeah, slap me,
smack you,
pinch my fucking viscera,
pinch your fucking sides.
Dude, we didn't get to talk about fucking Nexium too. I watched the documentary.
Well, let's talk about Nexium on the page.
Let's jump on the page, dude.
Yeah, because I got some Reagan talk too.
Yes, Vanguard.
Reagan, Nexium. That's the type of stuff we're going to talk about. Also, I shouldn't have even told you guys my idea for my special.
You think so?
Probably not.
Get some feedback. You're pitching it.
I'll probably get some negative feedback on that. Yeah, I am going to do the Kansas City show. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Come get COVID with us, y'all. I think it's a bad idea, but I agreed to do it. So probably going to do it. And you won't get COVID. Don't worry.
Yeah, you probably. I mean, dude, Spud put me onto these videos. They're so funny, dude. The people who have tested positive for COVID and then do YouTube videos about like how embarrassed and sorry they are. It's the funniest.
How they say sorry that I told people it wasn't real or something?
No, not even that. These are people who have been like wearing like 10 masks, like and like not hanging out with anybody, and then they test positive and go on YouTube and they're like, "Why? I was so careful. I'm so ashamed. I don't know if people are still going to want to hang out with me." It's like because he was saying it's like embarrassing and people like look at you like you were like a Trump tard going around. So like if you're like a super lib and you get COVID, it's like a hard.
Yeah, it's like being liberal and being racist. It's like, wait, that means I like Trump? What?
Yeah.
I can't be. I'm liberal. No, they get COVID.
Yeah, they get.
Especially when they're out celebrating, bro.
They get jacked up. Well, yeah. Well,
come on, man.
Come on, dude. Please.
Come on, man.
Dude, Joe Biden's.
There was a CNN thing I just read. They had this nurse on from like North Dakota or something. Mm-hmm. She was going on talking about how everybody that's dying is like furious because they still think COVID's not real, and they were she got debunked. They're like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
She came out and said
came out and basically called all of the people dying of COVID retards for. She's like, yeah, they're all conspiracy theorists, fucking Trump idiots. She was on CNN like talking about this. Yeah, and people were like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Even if you felt that way, don't say it on the news, you weirdo.
Yeah, man.
Don't go on the news and be like, I think they should be FaceTiming their relatives instead of trying to debunk COVID while they're dying.
Yeah.
Like, let them die, you weirdo. Don't criticize them.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking... Having a nurse that's like overtly political must be miserable, dude.
Nurses, I would imagine...
God forbid you're wearing any sort of red. She comes in, you're like, fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Asked for this. And you're like, what's going on? Fucking senile, dude. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I bet there were a lot of conservative nurses during AIDS that hit them with the same level of
you think so?
Well, you shouldn't have been fucking gay. Yeah.
True.
Oh, did you fuck a man? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet there's the same. I bet you've had to deal with snippy nurses for a long time.
Yeah, I'm excited to take nurses down a notch from. They're like now like Navy SEALs all of a sudden.
I think they had to take a bit of a back seat when Black Lives Matter took over.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was there. It looked like it was going to be a hot summer for nurses.
Yeah.
And then they had to be like, everybody stopped clapping for us.
Mm.
They were getting, every day, 7 p.m., people were clapping for them in New York.
Were they really?
Yeah, like banging pots and shit. It's crazy. And then more pressing issues took place.
True that. People started caring about lives instead of the economy.
Instead of nursing.
Yeah, man. I mean, dude, that's my question I want to answer, dude. If people are going to brave the COVID to save the third world, dude.
Oh, to get food?
To not disrupt the global supply chains. Again, is that true? I don't know. Makes sense.
Find out.
Apparently, I've read stuff that they're the top stuff that comes out for government is like the third world is getting bodied. They're like, yeah, they're fucked, dude.
Yeah.
These people just finally had like the smallest amount of stuff, and everyone's like, whoop, sorry, not yet. 10 years,
Yeah.
10 years, guys, come on.
Yeah, they can't get Pop-Tarts. They're not ready for Pop-Tarts.
No, they were. I think they were hitting like powdered milk. They weren't even near pop. They were like, here's some. They're like, this is pretty tight.
Yeah.
Like, actually, guys, no.
Why don't you pump the brakes? No 1 a.m. tricks for you.
Not anytime soon.
Sorry, third world. Tricks are for kids.
Damn, dude.
Think about that. All right, let's go to the Patreon.
Yeah.
This was a mistake.
Big Bill,
This
baby.
was a mistake. We woke him up.
I need T-shirts that are large, but XL sleeves. Swear to God.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I think
Let me see that. Let me see that.
Why,
Buy.
have you been bulking?
That's not bad, dude.
It's not bad.
Definition.
All natural.
I mean,
I
obviously.
just woke up.
Are you talking about building your body a little?
Yeah, summer 2021.
You gonna get shredded?
Me.
You gonna
It's
get
mine.
shredded? You're gonna
Yeah.
dry out or what?
I'm going to dry out the whole 9. Me and Shane.
Yeah,
You guys gonna dry out?
Yeah.
I'm drying out right now.
Shane's going to get on the Peloton.
I'm going to get jacked.
Big
Dude, I'm
ass
telling you,
legs.
it's the only move. It's the only thing that makes sense anymore to get as ripped and jacked as
Summer
possible.
21 is mine, actually. I regret to inform you. 21 has become
You can
mine.
share it.
I'll give you a taste, but summer 21.
I mean, a few weeks back, I already claimed that summer.
I remember you
2021
claimed
time.
summer. I regret to inform you, summer 2021 is mine.
Yeah. I texted Spade this morning at about 5 o'clock.
My favorite thing to do is steal somebody's bid on the air before they get to say it.
Yeah, I texted Spade this morning. The pump is nonfiction.
We talk, but you go to a Patriot gym.
Oh, yeah. No mask.
Oh, yeah.
How'd you find this?
Huh?
How'd you find this thing?
Hey, man. We find each other.
You went down there and just saw.
I was driving a truck in the morning, and the windows are tinted during the day. So the lights were on. And when I was driving by, I saw inside that.
You found some
What'd
like-minded.
you see in there?
No mask.
Saw guys with no mask working out.
You saw
Didn't
guys.
see a guy. It was actually a girl working
saw
out.
guys
Nice
working
track.
out?
You guys want to do this?
I'm not trying to say you're gay. I'm
I
not
don't
saying
want
you're
war at
gay.
all.
I'm saying you saw
You
dudes
saw
working
men
out.
working out. You pulled it. You said, you slammed on the brakes,
Oh, you hit those. That's what those trucks are for. Those Jake brakes.
and then you fucking pulled in.
This is funny happy time.
You saw some
I come
deep
from
tanks.
I come from a long line of bodybuilders. Matt, didn't Spade do something to you once?
What do you mean?
Your
Yeah, put my
illustrious-
put my before and afters, dude. What's
What
wrong?
happened?
What's wrong with before and afters?
What did he do? What happened though?
I took before and afters, dude. He got his hands on my befores, dude. I never
Why
took
would
the
you ever
afters
take befores?
to track my gains, dude. Well, I was bulking. I was going to cut down, so that these
Yeah.
before and afters are going to be sick.
So
Dude.
you had befores.
I had
this was
befores.
personal?
and it wasn't just befores, but I was like, dude,
How old were you?
I was in college. I was like 20, 23. Fucking in my underwear rolled up.
So why were you
dude.
doing this?
Oh my god, what?
Why were you doing it though?
To measure my gains, dude.
Just for yourself?
No, I was doing it with Wes. I was doing it with Wes, and he was like, "We have to measure." And I was like, "Yeah, dude, obviously, we got
I'm
to
gay.
see what we're getting." I mean, I don't know why you're bringing sexuality in this.
You guys know you pull over, you see the guys there. Me and
Alright,
Spade
here
are
is
taking
what happened.
bodybuilding pictures together.
How are these levels looking in there? Is Billy spiking the
We're gonna have
levels?
to delete this. We're gonna have to check these.
No, this is fine. No, please. I think it's fine. Mary, how's the levels looking? Get off the goddamn Candy
He's on the
Crush.
phone.
You should lift his mic up.
Are
Yeah,
you
Bill.
playing Candy Crush right now? Is that what's happening?
What are you
Yeah.
doing? What you doing over there?
Yeah.
I was into
Crushing
I'm looking
candy.
up how to make ground orange chicken.
Jesus.
That seems like it could
fucking
definitely wait.
Christ. What?
That seems like it could wait.
Yeah, for sure.
That
dude.
feels like something that should wait. I'm disappointed.
That sounds like something that must wait.
Okay.
Yeah, that must. I've been watching the industry. I might have to call you into a meeting.
True.
Dress you down a little.
So, Bill, you're driving the truck.
You saw a bunch of guys in there taking.
No problem, dude. You're the one who put this weird spin on it.
You saw
I'm saying-
guys taking
No spin
afters.
here. I'm
You saw
just-
some afters in
I
the
just
gym.
woke up. You guys told me to come upstairs, and now I'm here.
We were-
Yeah,
Okay.
I saw a lot of like-minded individuals go
Yeah.
into a gym. And I was like, wow, that's weird. No mask. Maybe it's private or something like that. The guy said, no, I just don't really care about that stuff.
Hell yeah.
I agree with him because there's a very small number of COVID deaths from gyms.
I can see that.
That's true.
Obviously, because
laughs.
everyone's in shape.
He laughs.
Because everyone's in shape. Most people go to the gym.
Same person.
Most people who go to the gym are in shape.
Yeah.
So COVID mainly affects people who haven't gone to the gym in a while.
The guys with the befores.
Doesn't get the afters.
So you took before and after bodybuilding pictures.
Yeah, dude. My mom thought I was on steroids, dude. I was fucking yoked.
No, you weren't.
I was fucking yoked, dude.
You were just real emotional.
What? You kidding me, dude? Are you kidding
You
me?
were having spaz attacks.
When? When did I have a spaz attack?
When mom thought you were on steroids, it was anytime I have protein powder anywhere near me, she said, that made Matt weird.
Are you talking about the time I cried when I overdrafted my credit card, dude? Did I tell you about when I ran away from home at like 21?
Why?
I overdrafted my credit card. So the first time I had a credit card, it was actually when I came back from Brazil, which I don't know if you're talking about. But
yeah, that's the Patreon. Go ahead,
overdraft my credit card very hard. Just charitable stuff down in Brasilia. And
he gave back.
I went hard on the card, overdrafted it, and then I was like, my dad's like, dude, there's like 18% interest. Like you're kind of you're screwed, dude. And I was like, and I was overwhelmed, dude. And I just fucking cried, and I was like, oh shit, I'm crying in front of my dad. I'm like 21 or 20, however old I was, and I was like, and I just ran away. And just sat across the street in like Darlington. It was like a music academy, and just fucking cried.
Oh fuck! You're emotional being.
I tried so hard, dude.
And then they were like, he's probably on steroids.
But that wasn't. That was the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously,
You're just jacked.
Did I take Animal M Stack? Yeah. Did I know it was banned? No. So it's like,
So wait, I do want to. We need to. So your family, your mom thought you were on steroids.
Yeah, and I don't blame her because I was fucking. I was.
Because you were yoked,
dude. I was like.
I can't buy
right
protein
now?
powder.
How much do you weigh?
225?
Yeah, I was like 240 all muscle, dude. No, I was like 200.
Yeah, it's like been there, done that.
Fucking dude, crazy dude.
Look, I've been jacked. It's not great. So I stopped doing it. I see what you're doing. You like it. You like working out. I've done it. Been there, done
Bill,
that.
what's your goal weight?
I don't have a goal weight.
What's your goal like? What's your goal in
I want
terms
to
of
get
body
315
composition?
10 times on bench.
So you just have performance metrics.
Yeah, pretty much. Because I'm
What was your goal with the befores?
I don't know, honestly. I just wanted to get ripped.
And so you took before pictures. You and your friend took
the afters never happened.
Them flexing in your underwear. You took pictures like that.
Yeah,
hilarious.
Yeah.
And then Spud got his hands on.
So I think how did that happen, Bill?
Young Bannon.
Spud Bannon, dude.
Yeah, Spud K. Bannon got the pics. And Spud
Where
and
did
Tom,
you get the pics? I'm saying
on a digital camera.
Right.
That's so Spud and Tom had no idea how Facebook worked. We're not even going to get into Spud's Facebook dealings, so it's weird.
You just did, but
no. But fucking Spud got a hold of pictures and put it up on Matt's Facebook, thinking it was just funny, not knowing that everyone can now see that. So then Matt got it on Spud's thing. But the funny part is, Spud got karma for that because Bert got Spud.
What do you do?
He pretended to be a girl Spade had a huge crush on at a coffee shop.
Oh, my God.
Texted him for like a week trying to hang out. And Spud's going into this coffee shop thinking he talked to her.
Bert catfished him?
Bodie baby.
What?
Yes. He catfished him overnight. Or not overnight.
And then Bert got some karma for that.
Bert got the biggest karma. That's what I'm saying. Don't fuck with Spade. He will get you with the most karma.
What happened to Bert? What karma did he have in him? I mean,
went to fucking jail.
Okay, I didn't know. I thought the Spud
wasn't like a fun trick.
No, Spud just took the L on that. Yeah, we were talking about that the other day. Yeah. That's what on our Patreon we were talking about, just the gay shit I did when I was little.
What would you do when you were little?
I knew you were going to promote your Patreon.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
dude,
war mode,
just woke up.
Business mode, dude.
Capitalist,
the moguls, the young capitalists.
Probably the best podcasters on the planet, but it doesn't matter. No, I was talking about like when Sharky died, and you guys all pretended to be Sharky in front of Kathleen and made her cry.
You talking about Cujo, bro?
Sharky, the first dog that died on the farm.
It was before you were even born, bro.
I was around. Sharky was around.
No, you weren't.
Sure was.
Yeah, I was around.
Did you ever talk about the time Billy assaulted our one dog as a young child?
What? No. Did I? Who?
You don't remember this?
What dog?
Cujo.
What'd I do?
You hit her in the ribs with a baseball bat. You were really, really little. You were a toddler.
Yeah.
Little guy.
Trouble.
This is back when you were obsessed with Godzilla.
Yes.
I remember you were like, you came in and dropped a bat, and I was like, it was metal too, and I was like, the fuck? Came out and saw my dog just laying in a puddle of piss.
Oh my God!
I was like, what the fuck did you do? You're like, I hit her, and I was like, geez, you were so little. You were like, no idea what the fuck
I did it to our Uncle Jack's van too.
That's the thing. He was on a fucking vigilante spree.
I was on a rampage. I Benoit the fuck out when I was like 6. Dude.
He broke my uncle's taillight. Just walked around the bat and was like,
watched too much wrestling.
Came back from it, fucking hit our dog in the ribs, dude. I think was like the coup de grace for the dog.
So sad.
He didn't know what he was doing.
That's fucked up, dude.
I was just a young girl.
He was a youngster, and he was watching a lot. He was watching a lot of Godzilla.
A lot of sickos, dude.
That shit doesn't matter. Like, it's not like it happened out of nowhere.
He was, dude.
Hold on, I know we're moving past it.
I
know we've moved past it, but I need to hear your side of when you got on Facebook and saw your.
Oh my god, dude!
The feeling, dude. I would.
Total dread. I would. Facebook just came out, so I had like 3 pictures on there. So then all of a sudden, it's like the thing is, it was.
You were the first influencer.
It was.
You were a thought. You were being.
I was Matt Watson, dude.
Yeah.
I was down there. My befores were going up there, and I think I caught it right before like anyone got their hands. Someone was trying. My roommate was trying to upload it and save it, but I pulled the picture off, and they're like, "Damn it!"
I told you I put a picture of my dick on my Snapchat story.
How?
It was a mistake.
It was a mistake. I used to take pictures of my dick and color it, like because you could draw on Snapchat and then send it to my friends as a goof. It's a fun goof, dude. Don't try to pretend like it's not hilarious. It's a very funny thing.
Maybe
but
you can do other things too.
One time I took it and
it was a prank.
It was right after I had not had Snapchat for a while. When I re-downloaded it, I pressed what I thought was the coloring utensil to bring up the tools.
Yeah.
Just sent it straight to my story without coloring on it at all. Soft penis, dude. Just a picture of like a bushel of pubes and like a soft penis, and it was my story on Snapchat.
Just a pure Saint Benedict
for like
dude.
5 minutes. Like 5 minutes, and then I got a phone call from Gabe, my friend Anthony. Anthony Gabriel, what up, boy? He's a lawyer now. He called and was like, "What are you doing?" And right when he called, I was like, "Oh my god,
my bird!"
Because I didn't know where the bird picture went.
Everywhere.
I had no idea that it just. I thought I'd hit delete. I thought I hit X accidentally because once you press add to story, it just went.
Have you ever thought about doing butthole art? Taking a pic of your butt? People would look at that.
That'd be very funny.
While,
people would be confused as to what that was.
I
was good at the dick pic. Like the dick, you couldn't really see it was a dick. You had to like look, like you'd see pubes or something. But like I would draw like a full football player's uniform on it, and then just have the helmet be the tip of my. Like I took a lot of time with it.
Yeah. So how'd you upload the raw file?
It just happened.
It just accidentally, like I accidentally hit it, and again, it wasn't even a hard dong. This was a flaccid penis sent to my story.
The bench rider.
This was
fuck.
So I don't think I think I might rather have that than
hard.
A hard dong.
A before catalog on Facebook.
I mean, I would do it today. Just fucking.
Now it would be funny. But if you were serious doing it,
what's funny about that, dude?
You do look jacked right now. You've been getting jacked.
I'm shredded. Nice. I'm shredding right now. I'm trying to get down to like 175, shred up and build up from there. But it takes a lot of discipline.
Yeah,
a lot of discipline. Pretty tired. I woke up at 4 in the morning.
Why?
I think just from lack of calories. Just woke up. Woke up like dizzy, like shit.
Yeah, I've talked about this before, and I'm surprised you left out your before picture experience.
I forgot all
last
about
time
it,
I
dude.
brought this up because my one friend.
What before did you have?
My friend's dad did it.
Oh, dude, yeah.
My friend's dad did it on Facebook. He took a bunch of befores.
Fuck.
My friend's dad. He was
he
like
got drunk,
60.
right?
I assume he was hammered. He took a bunch of like I'm gonna lose weight before pictures of him like shirtless in the mirror in their bathroom.
Yeah.
And posted them on Facebook. And I mean,
it never followed through.
Our one
so funny
just constantly. It's like a picture of him like this on his couch, and it's like in a dark room, all blurry. He's like every time. I'm not going to say it all.
Sounds like a Vikings fan.
I think I know. No,
yeah. He lives.
Really?
He lives near your boy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Is he a Vikings fan?
No. He's just always.
Dude, don't talk about.
He's always looking.
I don't know.
That's
the one uncle story I know.
That was the one thing. Again, my family's so fucking mean, dude. This guy has a thing he likes, and everyone walks down. Did you see the Vikings basement?
Spade painted.
Did he really?
I don't know if he painted the basement.
Spade only did a little bit. That guy did a lot himself. He did a lot. He's not that guy.
He's a purple people eater.
He is, dude. My whole family went down. It's like this guy's one thing in the world he likes, and everyone was like, dork. It's like, let him have it, dude.
I mean, I don't. Pretty much only one family really likes sports in our entire family.
Not true.
1002. Who else?
I
likes
love sports, dude.
Get the fuck out of here, dude.
You kidding me?
I tried to have a catch with my dad one time. He threw a football to me underhanded. I was like, all right, dude.
Oh my god!
Threw it back to me like that. I was like, all right, dude.
We'll go to practice.
Yeah. He fluted, dude.
True.
I saw Dad play football when I was little, and he was fucking hammered. and just kept getting tackled and falling like as hard as possible on the cold ground. And I remember watching it and just being like, He came in that night and like stumbled over the vacuum and grabbed my foot, and I was like, get away, get away. You don't know about those times, Bill.
Nah,
you only were around the good times.
Yeah, you weren't there. You weren't there for the hard times.
Daddy left alone the moonshine, dude.
I was there for the good old days. I mean, sorry.
You got clean shaven pappy. Dude, the first half of our family, me, Tom, and Kevin, mutants, dude. Just fucking fully got fucking.
What? Because your dad, did he stop? No, your dad
stopped drinking. Stopped drinking
really?
right around Billy. They only got the good times, dude. Sold the trash business, quit the fucking booze.
You had a drinking dad. You had a drinking trash dad coming home.
Drinking trash dad, dude. You get a fucking demerit from school, dude. Drinking trash dad, fucking turn you around and kick you in the ass, dude. It fucking sucked.
Yeah. I had a drinking sales dad.
I thought
still got slapped around. Drinking sales dad will get you.
I grew up. Well, that's also too. That's a charged environment.
Yeah.
So it's like there's enough riding where you come home and you can beat up some kids. But yeah, I grew up thinking it was completely normal to drink like 6 beers with your dinner. Like I didn't think that was weird at all. Growing up, I was like, yeah, you have like 4 or 6 beers every night you drink dinner.
Yeah, which is great. Like people get used to that, but I don't know. I never have. Like if I drink a 6-pack like in a short amount of time, I'm definitely feeling it. Like geezers is definitely the dads that come home and like start crushing light beers. They're like, that doesn't do anything to me anymore. It's like I do it a lot, and it does.
Yeah,
you're definitely like getting buzzed,
dude.
They probably stop talking because they constantly get their balls broken. Like I don't even feel it anymore.
What do you mean?
They're probably hammered, but they're just not saying it anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. It's also funny too because I was doing the math. I'm like, that must have been crazy. I think by then we had like 4 kids. Coming home, having like 5 beers at dinner, just being like, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, you got to drink. Well, still, having that many kids, you got to drink your way out of that nightmare of a house.
But it was also completely normal. I was like, all right, you get done from work, it's like, yeah, you have like 5, 6 beers, and
That actually is pretty normal.
Yeah.
That's not that bad.
It's not at all.
It does rule.
For me now, if I did that, my life would fall apart.
Yeah.
If I tried drinking 5 beers a night, I would instantly fall apart.
It'd be great.
Oh, it'd be fucking
I'd
horrible.
love that.
It'd be horrible, dude.
No. I want that.
I can't stand it.
You're close, dude. You're getting there. Say that in the camera again.
I can't stand the taste of beer. Yeah. Shit literally tastes like earwax to me.
What do you like? What's your drink of choice?
Seltzer.
You were pretty drunk when you called me the other night, weren't you?
When?
I don't know. You called me. You're at a party or something?
No, I was just hanging out, Pat.
You went to a party?
No.
You weren't drunk?
Here we go.
You didn't have any drinks. Be honest.
Bill, why is Bill party? He party lies, dude.
Where was I?
Big time party boy.
I was just asking for your nudes. I was chilling.
I thought you sounded.
I was just trying to see that picture of you all naked.
What nude?
I showed you, bro.
In front of
the fucking dude.
I got chewed out for that, dude.
Have you seen it? You got chewed out for it?
Why?
Fuck, I was afraid of that.
I thought it was a naked picture of me online. I don't know.
No, nobody could see it.
Sorry.
The one online is not.
Oh, that was my fault. I held it directly.
Yeah, but
to the
that's
camera.
not good quality.
Yeah, of course.
The real one's good.
Well, she was trying to do the comparison. She was doing a comparison, like, well, what if I put a naked pic out? I'm like, it's different. She's like,
everybody knows that's different.
I'm like,
yours is funny.
It's fun. Mine's funny.
Yeah.
Yours would not be funny.
Yeah.
And so. But I mean, dude, water under the bridge, dude. No big deal. We've grown closer over it, honestly.
Yeah.
Over the Grinch body. Dude, I tried to.
Has he seen it yet?
Yeah, he saw. I showed him.
All right, good.
Took him aside, a little family party.
Dude, how funny is that picture?
That's very disgusting.
That might be the GOAT.
Dude, that
might be literally the best
You
picture I've
just look
ever
like
seen.
pure evil.
It really does.
Dude, I was. It was
were.
like 3 a.m. I was sitting there like. With
I showed my family the one you sent.
How they like it.
Everybody loved it.
Oh, it's so funny.
The whole family loved it.
It's so funny.
Everybody was like, "What the fuck is he doing? Why is he holding his penis?"
Thank God I was.
Yeah, that's what we all agreed on.
Yeah, dude.
How good that. I mean, how close that picture was to literally the best picture I've ever seen.
Although it definitely
fucked you on your
expanded
tits.
my tits, so maybe that would have given me the
from all
fucking
the push-ups.
I would have been a meme, dude, of just the guy fucking sitting over the bed.
You wouldn't. No, you got the whole kit and caboodle in that one hand there. There was nothing was reaching past the chair.
I had it tucked.
Yeah,
it was under my butt, dude.
It was
under my butt. It was under my butt, dude. I'm a large cup, dude, for jiu-jitsu.
Oh, dude, jiu-jitsu. Shut up, dude.
I'm a large cup, dude. They didn't have him
So,
in camouflage.
Bill, you're driving. You see dudes lifting. You slam on the brakes. You say, that must be it. That's Valhalla. I'm getting in there. And you walk in and you say, fellow patriots. And they say, hey, Bill, come here. They wrestle you around a little.
I walked in there. I was like, hey, man, just what's up at the gym? Like,
that's my rig out there.
They say, hey, man, is that your rig? And I say, oh, that old thing?
This is what you woke me up from a nap for?
Don't, dude. Don't. I saw your face.
This is what I was woken up from a nap
That's
for?
not even a ribbon.
Where's Gay Bill? That's right here from my first floor up here. Where's Gay Bill?
I was just kidding. I hoped you heard that. That's why I said
we're
it.
feeding off your energy
We
right now.
needed you. You should wait till you see the Patreon episode. It's
blast,
stonk,
right?
dude. It's a
Oh,
classic
dude.
stonkum, dude. We needed you.
Yeah, but I mean, since we're all having fun, back to the crying shit.
Yeah.
Very hilarious when Matt got caught drinking. One of the funniest
Yeah, we
things.
talked about it.
I was there, though.
I cried when I got
was
caught.
in the bedroom with a SpongeBob pillow in a bunk bed with my sister with it over my face. And Matt's like, this is fucking bullshit.
Yeah, why was Kathleen in our room, dude? What
No, Mara was in our room up top.
the hell was she doing in the top bunk? That was boys only.
Petrified of monsters. Me.
You were scared of monsters?
Petrified.
And then fucking old Stevie Janowski came in screaming. Fucking bullshit.
I'll fucking kill myself.
Oh, I went full Stevie too, dude. Don't worry about it. I got caught. I was just like, Dad, you're a fucking jerk. I tried to fight him 3 different times. I would walk upstairs. I came down with some befores. I took my shirt off and came down.
Kill myself.
Full befores, and I was like, Dad, you fucking pussy. Fight me. And he was like, get upstairs. You're drunk. And I'd be like, who do you think I learned it from? Yeah, the first I mean, he did hit me in the face as soon as I saw him, which is...
When he saw you drunk, it was just like, whap.
He hit me right across the fucking... Backhanded me right in the front of my mouth.
Oh,
in the car. He got in the car. He's like, I'll give you one chance to tell me the truth. Are you drunk? And I was like, no. He just, boom, just like, what the fuck, Dad?
You probably reeked, too. I was just thinking about that the other
Dude, I
day.
fell down.
yeah,
I fell
dude.
down.
I would get in the car with like my aunt after like me and my cousin would smoke cigarettes, and she goes, "You guys smoking?" I was like, "No, it was a fire." Just reek of a Marlboro Light.
Yeah, there's so many times where you're like, man, these people, I got away with it. It's just parents that are like, yeah, whatever. I'm not going to fucking tell on him.
Yeah, I don't feel like fucking
You know what I
with
mean?
this.
I don't feel like talking to his mom and being like, they were smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, I think someone like sold a CVS, and we were smoking Cool Wides every weekend for like 3 weeks.
How old were you?
I was probably like 17, 18.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, when did you smoke cigarettes?
5th.
5th grade?
Fifth grade?
So like 10, yeah,
you,
dude.
you never had earrings, right?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. I remember smoking cigarettes when I was a youngling, dude.
I started
around
doing-
then, like 10 years old, and we would go out in the woods and just like take we used to just get Philly blunts and smoke them to the face.
We used
Like
to
actual-
roll
not
up
like weed in
paper.
them.
We would take printing paper.
Same.
We were
Head
just
highs,
smoking
dude.
everything.
We used to smoke sugar. Me and my cousin used to roll up sugar packets. We used to just like grab dried leaves and smoke
Yeah, we started
them.
smoking weed when we were in 5th grade.
Did you really?
Really?
Where'd
Yes.
you get weed from?
I don't know. That's weird.
Beasters.
I never got
body
high.
high
I
city.
literally never
You
got
got
high
body
once.
That's hot eyes.
Never
and
got
headache,
high. I
dude.
definitely never inhaled it. We would always smoke it out of soda cans.
Pure
so.
red
Yeah,
face.
just get some swag. I used to,
Yep.
I don't think I got. Yeah, I didn't smoke weed till I was, I think, graduating 8th grade. I think I might have took a couple res hits, but I don't want to brag.
Yeah.
Smoking res is where it's at.
First
dude.
time I smoked weed was because of Matt.
When was that?
You brought me to Drexel when I was like a sophomore in high school. I went to Drexel and I was chilling.
Man, hung out with that pothead.
It was
Mr.
with-
Olympia.
It was with
Who was
Matt. It was with
Mr.
you,
Universe was
Tom,
smoking weed.
you,
Arnold smoked weed. There's videos of him doing it.
Tom, Timmy, Kev. We all went out.
Ooh,
you were living over on where the hell is that?
Spring Garden.
Poughton Ave. At the bottom of Poughton
Say,
Ave.
hey, is that your rig out there, man? You're like, yeah,
Dude,
man.
I was fucking young. I was like a sophomore in high school. Matt was breaking down Kanye West and Kid Cudi Poker Face lyrics with his friends when I got
What?
there. They were breaking.
What?
They're like,
Was it?
dude, he mentions getting head 3 different ways here.
What?
I was like, dude, college
Dude,
is
you're
sick.
fucking lying,
I was like,
dude.
you guys were breaking down Poker Face. You're like, listen,
The
he
song
talk-
Poker Face?
Yeah.
Yeah, with
Poker
Kid
Face.
Cudi. He's like, he talks about getting head 3 different ways. And I was like, dude, this is fucking sick.
I don't remember that.
We were drinking Captain Morgan and ginger ale.
All right,
Wow.
you're right about that.
And then-
Nail me on that. That's my
Yes.
favorite drink.
We went to a party and someone passed me a bowl and I hit it and I was just gone. I remember next thing I know, I was looking out of a window, like going up to the 7-Eleven.
about
with Bert.
Kid Cudi
I was
and
like,
Wale.
What the fuck is going on? Then I got taquitos and we went back home. That place was sick. It had like a catwalk and shit.
Dude, what do you think of Wale as a lyricist these days?
I don't know. I don't even remember that. Dude.
I remember.
It sounds like something I was more into rap.
Dude, I admitted, yes.
I remember
I was
that
breaking
happening
down
and then
Eminem
going
lyrics.
back to school.
I don't even remember. I don't remember that. So it sounds like something I would be into.
Yeah, it was when you guys had that the blue van because the next day,
Ah, yeah.
yeah, the next
taken
day I
from
was
us,
like
yeah.
throwing up out of the side of it.
Yeah, you don't handle weed well, do you?
No, it wasn't weed. It was because of Captain Morgan.
True.
But we were listening to music. I thought it was sick. And I got back home and I was talking to my younger cousin. I was just like, dude, if you smoke weed, music sounds good as shit.
Man, did you cry? Did you ever get caught drinking?
We never got in trouble.
I only got caught drinking once, and I was super pissed off because I thought I was going to have to lose my girlfriend, but I didn't, so I was chilling. I was only grounded for like a week.
Were you super pissed off or were you super sad?
I was super sad. That's the girlfriend I wrote Lottery of Love to.
I love her. Oh, wait, what's Lottery of Love?
Love knows.
Love
File X. He saved.
Dude, this makes me so happy. Just you guys trying to humiliate each other.
he saved. We were airing stuff out before.
Thank God, dude. Thank God I only have 2 evil sisters.
Yeah.
But I had to, dude. The game, but it's good you have brothers that check you on your gayness immediately.
Yeah, sisters.
Some guys you can run amok for a while and then you get drilled with something. Sisters are like the FBI. They like let cases build it. brothers are like local police where they're like, oh, we got him on speeding. It's like, no, let him speed. We're gonna see where he's going.
They build like RICO charges on you.
They crush you,
dude. Yeah, there was a file on the computer. Yeah, you weren't really much for getting caught drinking. You're more of like a porn guy.
I only got caught.
You're more of a sexual pervert.
I got caught with porn once.
You were a sex pervert.
More than I ever got caught with it.
It was because of you.
Phil made it
clean out with Hoss, and I got a bunch of porn magazines, slit the box spring, and put them all in there.
Solid.
And then I came home. There was like tranny.
How is this because of me?
I did a clean out through. Like, yo, check it out.
Did you say there was tranny porn?
They were in the back. The ads of those magazines.
They're always in the ads.
They're treacherous.
They're always in the ads.
Come on, dude.
You don't remember
that? No, I never looked at
real
porno
fucked up
mags.
magazines. You go to the back and it's like a tranny and shit.
Never use mags ever.
Really? What did you use? Just Mind Beats?
Yeah, I think early. No, we had porn. We had pornos. We had like videos. We had tapes.
Where'd you watch that?
I think my one friend's parents were sexual perverts like you. They were obsessed with pornos.
Yeah, I think you watch a lot more porn than I do.
Don't you dare put that on me.
I don't watch porn.
Oh, these days?
Yo, I'm off porn. I'm off porn. I've been off porn the longest
I've heard that the McCusker boys love telling you they're off porn.
I'm off porn, dude.
They lead with it in conversation.
I go straight caveman mode.
Do you?
Oh, yeah. I sit in my room. I think of every time I've ever had sex.
That's nice.
Nah, dude.
It's just, I rifle through my brain, then finally.
Like, that's a good one.
Yeah, if you can't make yourself come with imagination, you don't need to be jerking off. I was tempted hard today. I got a nap. Bay was out working out. I had full. I was like, just do it. I said, no, man.
Waking up from nap boners are serious.
I swished.
Yeah.
I swished myself jerking off with the person.
It's good staying at. Whenever I stay in Philly, I landed so I don't jizz when I'm in Philly. Stay over at Sixes. Sleep on the couch. You can't jizz on me. Don't look at me like that.
That's a tough jizz, dude. You
can't jizz on the couch.
Don't they have like a leather couch?
Yeah, you can't jizz on that couch.
Get a sweaty back and a sweaty ass.
I've never jizzed on that couch.
That's like the sweatiest your balls can get.
And you can't sleep on someone's couch and jizz. It's the wrong thing. You can. I've done it. But it's the wrong thing to do. It's the wrong thing to do.
It's a tough bathroom to beat off in, dude. There's like peeling paint and shit.
You can't jerk off
That's the only way I do it.
What?
When I would beat it, because I came up just beating off in the bathroom.
True.
I can't beat off. I feel like a weirdo beating off my bed.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
You still just beat off in your bathroom?
I still go in my bathroom and do it.
Lamorp, how did you guys beat off? I know you and your brothers shared air mattresses.
Yeah.
What was the move?
It was
Dutch
just
rudders.
Definitely.
I would beat off in the shower a lot.
You're a shower guy?
Yeah, tub.
Shower guy was when I was young.
Yep.
You beat the hell out of your dong in there.
Brother, I remember
my dong took some crushing.
Dude, I used
beatings.
to like try to stick my dick in shampoo bottles and shit. I used to get freaky.
I wasn't getting that freaky, but like the water would make
water makes carrot.
Yeah, like you get like fuck your dick like bleeds.
Well, here's what you got to do. Well, first of all, I used to vaz up 2 hands. I would go in the shower with just like full on
fuck your hands.
Monster
jelly
hands,
monster.
Lean my double fist against the wall and just fuck my hands.
You had a better imagination than me.
And then when I used to try to like take toilet paper rolls and like try to get
toilet paper rolls is the go-to. I think everybody's done it. I think everybody's considered it. Yeah. I just couldn't quite MacGyver it. Phil hit me with one. Phil. So we're at dinner, and somebody was like, "Oh, my skin's all dry." I was like, "Oh, I have some cocoa butter in my room," and Phil was instantly like. And I was like, "What, dude? What?" I shouldn't have said what. This is a dinner, this is like Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh man!
And Phil was like, because I said I had lotion in my room, and I was so close to being like, "I don't use lotion."
Oh, you almost offended yourself.
I had to.
It was a trap.
And then you don't want to say that. You can't be at the dinner table and be like,
lotion,
I don't use lotion.
You don't use lotion?
Okay, if at hotel, I use lotion sometimes.
True, only on the road.
I don't either. I'm a dry
Hotel's
guy.
nice. Yeah, I'm a dry man myself.
Same. Although I will say in the shower, if you're jerking off in the shower,
you can't use dry
you
shower.
imagine you're getting a hand job, and then you imagine you're getting head. You switch and let the water warm you up, and it's like pretty close, dude. I got a hell of an imagination.
You got
dude.
such a nice imagination.
Yeah, that's a move, man. You're jerking off. Oh, I used to have a fantasy in the shower where I was just getting hand jobs.
You're creative.
Just getting. I mean, definitely.
You're a creative.
I mean, yeah, 100%. I would just get hand jobs all the time.
Is this detrimental to psych null? Like your psychiatrist, your therapist going on here, you listen to your
Fucking
therapist be
shampoo
like,
bottles?
"Yeah, I used to fucking lube my hands up with Vaz and
Not
fuck
at all,
a wall."
dude. Not at all.
And then you sit down and discuss problems. Would you say this?
The whole thing is totally
Total openness.
without pretense. Yeah, total openness.
That's awesome.
Totally without pretense, dude.
Go to
without
Psychnaut.
the rigidness.
Go to
of,
Psychnaut.com.
Yeah, without the rigidness
Check
of.
out Psychnaut.com.
Yeah, check out the website, dude. PSYCH.
Shower slugs are kind of disgusting, though.
Shower
I never
slugs.
go away.
Kevin put me on to the shower slugs.
Yes.
When he was like, it like adds up and builds, and he like showed me one of my slugs, and I was like, oh.
Also, the slugs can get on you. You ever jizz and then get in the shower and then you just get a slug attached
They
to you?
dry out on you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
dude.
washes off all the others, whatever the other stuff is.
Yeah, they collect
And there's
like
just
nine
the
of
Sprems are just
all
left over.
Yeah.
Yeah, they collect like 9 of your leg hairs together.
Yeah.
They pull, you're like, ah.
Yes.
Or you put pants on, you're like, what the? Like, oh, I came everywhere last
Oh, I
night.
have
And
jizz on my thigh.
put your jeans on, it feels like half your leg's made out of plastic, and you're just like. But yeah, no, dude,
This is good talk.
it's great talk, dude.
Get your hands off
Yo,
me,
he's anchoring you, dude.
Yeah, I know what he's. No, I know what he's doing.
he's
I know what
anchoring you.
Bill's
I'm saying
doing.
you
Bill,
might pull
I'm not one of your
Switch.
buds. We're
What?
not playing this.
Why?
So you roll into this gym.
You
see
came-
guys.
you came
Now,
inside.
do you say? What did you say?
I said you came inside here to try to roughhouse with me.
I didn't. I always try to roughhouse you because we're pals, but don't do it on the camera. I'm a professional.
Okay.
So he's anchoring. He's just anchoring.
He wasn't anchoring.
You don't think so?
No, he
What is that?
anchors
What's
on
that?
negative.
What's the move when you do this and touch somebody?
In Nexium?
No,
Anchoring.
I'm saying what was he doing?
When he's doing, he does it negatively. He reinforces. He wants you to feel bad. If he feels you sensing some sort of
You're tense.
insecure, like I was like, oh, this is good talk. That was me saying like, all right, let's change the subject from us jerking off again.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, what are you feeling uncomfortable? That's
cool
what he
with
does.
that.
That's what he likes to do.
You think that's what he was up to?
Anyway.
Bill, is that true?
Bill.
No.
So you pull in.
Yeah.
You see those guys without masks. Did you ask about like maybe an amateur wrestling league?
No, but there's a ton
you
of
run by
pictures of
activities?
wrestlers who visited the gym.
Like WWF.
Oh yeah, dude. ECW, you name it.
Oh.
Christian
Christian
wa-
Hart.
No, Christian was there. The wrestler Christian.
Yeah.
Sweet.
That is sweet.
That's awesome, dude.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's kind of bullshit that shit's still.
I sat behind Edge last year at an event. He got it. Yeah, I was on the jumbotron at an event.
Damn.
Me and
It's not a
Soder
competition,
were
it's
right
my
behind
gym.
Edge. You saw it live,
Just
didn't
my
you?
gym.
Wait, Lemaire, you never asked the question. Well, how did you? Oh yeah, showered. You guys showered together and jerked off. My bad.
So you and your brother, the shower slugs. You and your brother are the fucking air mattress slugs.
Oh fuck.
Did you guys? So that was the method, was shower, bathroom. But did that carry over to when you were older? Usually that's young.
I didn't have a shower until I was 14, so I didn't start jacking off until I was 13.
You didn't have a shower?
Is it a
Until I was
bathtub?
14.
Would you guys have baths?
Just had a bath.
Possible to jerk off in a hot bath.
Just had.
You guys only had a bath?
Yeah, until I was 14. Yeah. Yeah. And
What was it like getting a
I
shower?
think that's the most depressing stat. I've never even fathomed that level of. That's a sad level.
Just having a bath. Spud only had a bath for a while.
Yeah.
He just had a bath.
You must clean yourself like once. You guys, that was like
Bud was every morning.
Spud would get the bathtub every morning. He'd clean himself and rinse off his paintbrushes.
Spud was in that thing with no windows in his
Yeah.
house, and it was like 17 degrees out.
Yeah.
Fucking cold as
yeah.
shit.
Spud lived like a gold miner for years.
Yeah, man.
Just a guy
Only
out
to come
by
out of
himself.
the ashes like a phoenix.
Yeah,
True.
He has. Spud is king, especially when you find out he's kind of dastardly, like
What do you mean?
uploading bodybuilding pictures. I didn't know he was like.
That's just good fun.
That's not fun.
That's hilarious. If you don't understand the concept of Facebook, that's a funny thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't.
If you understand the concept of
that's
Facebook,
like a really
it's even
mean.
funnier.
It's
Yeah, it's-
obviously it's funny.
Yes.
There's no denying it's funny, but
Yeah.
sometimes funny and very mean.
Oh.
That would.
There was no real distinction, dude. In the,
I understand.
I hear what you're saying, but this was like 2001 when Eminem. I always gauge when Eminem was like
this was like 2007.
Yeah,
2000, same thing.
No,
Eminem was big. Eminem could still call people gay, and people would be like, just worldwide phenomenon. Just being like, yo, those guys gay. Everyone's like, Sweden was just like,
I was never an M guy myself.
Never.
You what? What did you used to listen to? What kind of music act did you listen to growing up?
I had that whole iPod. It was full of everything.
Oh, come on, dude. Don't hit me with I listen to a little bit of everything.
Curtis Mayfield, 50 Cent, G Unit, Led Zeppelin, Jimi Hendrix,
Eminem, D12.
Everything.
Why did you just stop anchoring Shane, dude? I saw you.
Sad. You had the iTunes. Tom loaded it was 24 days.
What did you personally discovering like for yourself?
David Bowie. I enjoyed Curtis Mayfield a lot.
That was on the fucking iPod. Dude.
Oh, me myself.
Yeah. What did you span out and discover?
Dude, when I was in high school,
Village
Dat Piff.
People. I knew he was going for it.
I
was prepared
all the
that time.
mixtapes were cool when I was like discovering music.
Like what kind of mixtapes?
Like Wiz Khalifa, Mac Miller,
I
love.
Oh, you used to like Asher Roth, didn't you?
No, you called me Asher Roth.
No, you used to be big Asher Roth.
I wasn't a big Asher Roth.
I thought you
fan.
liked him a little.
I drank. You guys said you're Asher Roth.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Are you telling the truth?
Yeah,
I believe him.
Me too. I
bet you liked
Shane
Asher
like
Roth.
no
Never
ceilings.
liked
I know
Asher
that.
No ceilings ruled.
Yeah, those were all the
but that
mixtapes.
wasn't
Shane liked
Asher Roth.
you liked
I know,
like
but-
punk music, right?
I had a phase where I liked some punk music, but
Good
just
Charlotte?
like the fucking Ramones.
I thought it was like Good Charlotte, Blink-182.
No, I
Jimmer
never
put
liked
us
Good
on to
Charlotte.
Good Charlotte for a little while.
Who?
No Effects, Good Charlotte.
You were into Good Charlotte?
Not Jimmer liked him. We went down to Busch
yeah.
Gardens
That's
and we
JT.
had to listen to his shit.
That's JT Freeze, dude. He still listens to
I
that.
liked
I hate
I liked Blink when I was younger,
Nice.
and then I stopped liking them. Blink-182, I stopped.
Yeah.
I'd say no. I was always a rap guy.
Yeah.
Always into rap.
For some reason,
And-
for some reason I thought you liked like pop punk for a while.
I did go through. I'd say seventh. I always rap. Rap was always there, and then there was a side of like little Coheed and Cambria.
You were MGK basically.
There was, I was basically MGK. Rap 100% never left, but then there'd be phases of like, oh, I like classic rock or like whatever.
Yeah.
But the rap's always been the mainstay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm starting to grow out of it
Yeah.
I can't really listen to rap too much anymore.
because
Wow.
you got racist.
No, I just like listening. I'm like, this is kind of fucking stupid.
Why?
Like the lyrics and stuff, they're just dumb.
What?
Yeah, I mean,
Really? What are you
yes.
talking about?
They're stupid lyrics. Like it's like the songs are dumb. I can't.
What
relate
example?
to
What's an
them.
example?
Like robbing stuff. Like I can't.
Oh,
relate
sorry.
to
So
that.
now they have to make music you relate to?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can't you just let it be great?
Or else I won't listen to it.
No, I was asked by Brittany's family over Thanksgiving, like, do you like rap? And I was like,
Fuck no.
I do. No, I do. I have to be.
What the fuck?
The hell? Yeah, I have to be working out. And I have to, like, I was telling them, like, I can't pay attention to lyrics because there's sometimes I'm like, what am I doing here? What am I
Yes,
listening to?
exactly.
I just have to stop.
You said that.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're old heads, dude. They understood. I was
Yeah.
like, there's sometimes you listen to it, you're like, what am I participating
What
in
even
right now?
is this?
Yeah, like, this is ridiculous. So, but yeah, that was kind of awkward. They would, like, hit me with some, I feel like I was ruining the vibe a lot of times. I would go in, they play, like,
Definitely.
a really cool.
You're a fucking white guy.
Yeah, really.
Hey,
You
what's up?
obviously were ruining the vibes.
Yeah, they play a cool song on, and then, like, you know, I was
Like, what is it? Let me Shazam this.
I
Oh,
would walk in with, like, gluten-free pretzels and be like,
oh man. Do you ever think about like hiding your gluten free while you're there? You have to. You can't be fucking eating gluten free pretzels
nah,
walking around.
Brittany turned the whole family. Like, she, like, coordinated a lot of stuff. The first time they just denied me. They're like, we're not making that shit. And then Brittany, like, made some sides for the kid. So
Are they all into it now?
yeah, they'll make. I ate good. I ate real good when I was there. So what?
Nothing. I would just. I mean, even my family, someone would get crushed for that.
I did.
Like if we had like
I
a
got killed.
brother-in-law
He's
that
not
was
real.
like a brother-in-law that was coming over that was like, I have a gluten allergy. Everybody would be like,
Dude, I got murdered for it for the first like 9 years.
yeah,
It was
9.
gluten.
You haven't had a gluten allergy. You've had a gluten allergy for 2 years.
What?
Ever since gluten allergies got like,
Yeah.
I
that's
had
when
it
you
since I
got
was
yours.
21, bro.
No,
Yeah,
you
but
didn't.
when you
Yes,
came
I
out,
did.
when you came out,
When I came out of the closet.
Yeah.
when you came out with the gluten allergy, it was once gluten allergies
Once you
kind of
got the
hit the
real
news.
serious belly aches,
Once they hit the news, you were like,
Dude.
oh, I have that.
Billy thinks he has gluten allergy.
I
too.
just don't ever.
You have digestive issues, dude.
I don't ever.
Bill. What's your last bowel movement look like?
Poop.
Like what?
Shit.
One solid log?
Yes.
Yeah.
Be honest.
I drink a smoothie every... I'm
Talk about a
pretty
fucking
healthy
shrimp
right now.
basket?
Dude.
I'm not doing all that. I drink a smoothie every day. I'm normal.
What kind of smoothie do you drink?
Algae, spinach, mixed berries, pineapple, non-fat Greek yogurt, and
Why non-fat Greek yogurt?
It's just good.
I mean, just get regular yogurt. What's the problem?
Don't want it.
Why are you trying to switch this to him, dude?
Yeah.
You came out of the closet when
I
it
don't
was
have any
popular.
weird... I'll
Dude, no,
eat
I
anything.
didn't.
You're like those kids. You're like an elementary school kid being like, "I'm bi."
I'm trans.
It's like, yeah, sure you are.
Dude, I mean, I wish I was fucking, digestotypical.
I've seen you slam pizzas your whole life.
I did, dude. When I was like 19. When did you see me eat pizza after I was 21?
I think you just got one mean bellyache, and then all of a sudden you're like, I think I'm gluten. I
Wow,
don't think
dude.
I can do that.
Wow, this is so offensive. Wow, this is so offensive, dude.
I'm just saying. I don't think gluten allergies are a thing.
Of course, dude. Because you have a normally you don't have like.
I just thought I
autoimmune-
didn't.
What?
I thought I didn't have a normal digestive system.
You do. You have the regular shitty craps of a standard American diet.
I have a standard craps of a bad diet. I had Hooters
Yeah.
this weekend.
Did you actually?
Yeah, Hooters fucking
food.
rules.
Dude,
dude.
their wings suck.
Who's
dude.
making?
Good
No,
food.
they don't.
bread
They
food.
don't.
They're
Okay,
disgusting,
gluten.
dude.
Okay, Mr. Gluten.
Yeah.
Trust
You like
me.
breaded
you want
wings?
to talk wings?
You like? Be honest. You like
Huh?
breaded wings, or you like wings that are naked?
breaded
have
wings.
both.
What do you like
have
better?
both.
I smile.
Non-breaded are
naked.
better.
Huh?
Non-breaded wings are better.
That's all I'm
Breaded
asking.
wings aren't as good.
That's all I'm asking.
They definitely don't suck though. They're still very
Disgusting.
delicious.
They're chicken
I
fingers.
just
They're
ate them,
amazing.
dude. I promise you, they're delicious.
I've had them. They always made me like. It was
When's the last time you had them? Pre-gluten?
When I was in high school.
Yeah, pre-gluten allergies. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Ever since when gluten
What
allergies
did you
got hit.
What did you order there?
10 wings. That's it.
That's
Just
it?
Had it? Yeah, it was after this.
Breaded?
Yeah, they were just their regular wings, but delicious. It was just making me laugh.
What'd you do at Hooters?
What?
By
What were
yourself?
you doing at Hooters?
I wasn't by myself. It's stuff we saved for the Patreon.
You know, it's
You
my
little
birthday.
snake.
No, I was curious.
It's my birthday today.
You snake.
They make you sit on the
No.
stool by yourself.
Yeah, dude. No, we went in late. And, yeah.
Shane and his Nintendo Switch. I'll just take 10 wings.
I would love to do
You
that.
go there for the food. We all.
I haven't been to a Hooters since before gluten allergies were cool.
sound
That's
mad.
the last time I was at one. Before I could, all right.
frequent Hooters.
I went in. Look, I was
Those
trying
girls
to
are
get
so
to this.
sexy, dude.
I was trying to get to one
their
joke.
tits.
You guys are ruining it, dude. I'm trying to get to one joke.
Get
Oh,
there.
go ahead.
All right,
You're the pro.
So you're there. You're posted up
I posted up.
on the stool.
Fine. I had a partner was with me. I brought a
Okay.
partner.
Well, I'm not saying
You
anything.
Could be a
didn't. That's
girl.
what.
Could
What are you
be a
talking
girl.
about?
Could be a guy.
You fuck.
That's white trash as fuck, by the way.
What?
Bringing a chick to Hooters.
Oh, it's such a
Yeah, that's what it was. It was funny.
Okay. Hilarious.
100%.
Food's great.
But then I was just laughing about the food being prepared by dumb sluts.
Yeah.
That's the Hooters way. Just doing an Italian commercial for Hooters. It's like, oh, the chicken wings they are created by the finest, the dumbest sluts. We have all the dumbest sluts that bring you the best of chicken wings.
Did you have you in the background like?
Okay, Bill.
I always figured their chefs were more like sweaty cokeheads.
They are.
Yeah.
Every dude that works at
The
Hooters
guy
is
from Big Daddy.
Yeah, the guy was like, yeah.
I think strip club
I feel like you could
DJs.
eat there long
strip club
enough.
DJs during
Also,
the day
there's a
fry
t-shirt.
wings at Hooters and
Yes.
do strip club DJ.
Absolutely.
I think so.
Like, I think that's for real.
And then they host Quizzo on Wednesday night. And that's
Yeah,
it. That's
and they're
the
like
fucking-
protective of their waitresses.
Oh yeah,
They
yeah.
hate it.
girls.
If you talk to the waitresses, they're like,
They
"That guy
peek out. They have
sucks."
usually that
Yeah, they're always
exposed.
mad. They're always looking at you.
It's their girlfriends, dude.
I know. They were selling shirts there that said "Straight out of COVID."
Nice.
Might have to get one. Straight out of COVID
With the Hooter thing?
Hooters.
You should have just got a Hooters shirt.
Could have been the most American thing possible. Just be like, straight out of the fucking disease is over. I'm at Hooters.
Hell yeah.
You know?
I'm gonna get a Hooter shirt and cut out the nipple part and just have my nipples actually pop out of the two O's.
Yeah, I haven't had Hooters in a very long time.
That was the first time since 8th grade, and I was like, actually, definitely more recent than that.
Yeah, obviously.
I wouldn't say.
Last week.
Why?
That's the first time you went to that Hooters.
That was the first time I went to the KC, the Hooters Plaza. Usually Hooters has the best.
It's definitely
one.
not their best one, but you know.
It's not their best one. You like this? You're having fun. See, this is what's happening. They're just They're just happy. This isn't even a good one. They're just happy it's not at each other.
Why?
Now they can be.
Dude, it's just your turn.
Brothers,
It's just your turn. Billy
it's
got
your
it.
turn,
I
dude.
got it.
Look,
it's your
guys.
turn, dude.
What are we doing here?
This is disgusting. I told you not to tell anybody I was with a partner. What do you do?
I didn't say anything.
Rewind the tape and watch him expose me like the jealous woman that he is.
What the hell are you doing at Hooters?
He's like, quit making fun of me for the gluten. You were with a girl in Kansas.
I never said anything.
Watch the tape. You literally, that's how you said it.
Oh my
You went,
god!
You guys
But
are too
you were
easy.
there with a girl.
Oh my god, dude! You fucking break
God,
down.
disgusting.
You're breaking down.
Makes
on
me
me.
Spade would
sick.
literally never argue like this.
I've listened to it. Spade talks down to you every single episode.
Yeah, you should.
It surprises me how much he talks down.
You
to
should.
you.
I mean, I'm used to getting talked down to all the time.
I think you should stand up for yourself. I've listened to several episodes of War Mode where I'm like, geez, Spud.
But he's kind of right.
No, he's not. He's like talking down to you with a lot of times he's wrong.
What you're trying to do right now? Not gonna work.
I was close.
You gotta get
I
up
was close.
pretty early to catch me sleeping. What?
Yeah, we just woke you up. What are you talking about?
I know. I'll take a nap. I'll take a nap.
Just
I'll take a
asleep.
nap.
Just asleep. This is why I said don't sit him next to me because he can't keep his hands off other guys, dude.
Why?
Gay Bill,
We're chilling.
Stop it, Gay Bill.
We're just chilling.
Oh my god! So
God damn it, the Patreon episode sucked. We had to bring in a fucking retarded guy. Just knock it off, Bill.
don't fuck, man. Damn,
You don't
can't
F with me.
believe- You got one turn in the hot seat and you fucking turned on
Yeah.
me.
No,
Immediately.
no.
Wow.
No. You guys, that was a PA. You guys PA'd me.
It wasn't a PA.
No, it wasn't. I'm joking.
I know.
Oh yeah, you're the comedian.
Golly. I am the comedian.
So
Lemaire, what were you saying about bitcoins earlier?
Oh,
yeah.
I just invested
Lemaire
in Bitcoin
Schiff.
yeah, Lemaire,
and my financial guru, my
School
other
Shane.
financial guru.
school Shane in crypto.
I was just saying put more money in, but I'm stupid.
Okay, guy who didn't have a shower until he was 15. I'll take financial advice from you.
What a loser,
Got him.
dude. Well, what you said he should buy more, right?
Well, because like I was like in my head, it was like you'll see smaller losses, but that's only because like if you buy
This is
it's-
crazy.
It's like I know it's dumb. It's 19,000. You buy 500, you get like 1,000. You'll see smaller losses, but it's stupid. As soon as I was walking up the stairs, I was like, "Oh, that's." Dumb.
Oh, you got it wrong. You,
Yeah,
all right,
yeah,
never
yeah.
mind.
Forgot about proportions and percentages. It happens to the best of us.
You're like, that's gangster. I was so mad about that.
Oh, fuck.
About what?
That's gangster. Nothing.
Saying that?
It's a fucking fight,
It's just going to fire me up.
What? Saying that's gangster?
And I don't need
dude.
to.
What's everyone doing for Christmas?
I'm going to observe whatever the governor tells me to.
True. You should quarantine away from your family.
No, I'm going
Not
to
taking Christmas away, dude.
What do you think's gonna happen if we take Christmas?
Shit's pure
First
malarkey.
of all, they're taking it, dude.
No, they're not.
They're taking whatever they
I was
want.
just at Thanksgiving.
I mean, not from us. Obviously, we're patriots. I'm saying
Santa Claus doesn't take Christmas off, dude.
true.
How are you going to explain that to kids?
It's crazy
They're
how
just violating.
No, they'll still
everyone
get
right now.
gifts for it. They'll still get gifts.
I know
Yeah,
that.
Santa will
from
still be there.
Bezos. This is fucked.
Yo, what's the problem with Amazon? Amazon fucking rules, dude. Let's put it on the table. What's
It
wrong with
obviously
Amazon?
does and exploits the living fuck out of everyone.
How? They give everyone $16 an hour.
They don't. They give subcontractors $16 an hour. They get that. Then they hand it down to someone even smaller. And it's just like the shit they did.
What are you talking about handing down someone even smaller?
They say, oh, we pay everyone $16 an hour. Then you see all those private contractors with Amazon on their shit.
Jesus.
Oh, my God.
Well, you guys just trying to wind me up or something?
No, for real.
I'm not.
I got a guy
What
a
do you
job
mean,
at
you guys?
Amazon. Or,
Yeah?
Sorry, I was
Your
working
brother's
with a guy.
talking down to you.
He got a job at Amazon, $16 an hour.
Yes.
It's not bad scratch.
But they say that and they get subcontractors to do all their work. Like all their shipping and stuff like that, those are people who are subcontracted by Amazon subcontractors.
Yeah.
So it's not true. They're lies.
So you're more of
Bezos owns the Washington Post.
okay.
He's a purveyor of lies.
So do you like capitalism, or are you more of a socialist?
No, I just don't. I don't like how they're taking out all the small businesses and making you go to places like Amazon.
So
and
do you think the
Walmart.
government should step in
I
and
think
regulate
they should
that?
step the fuck out?
But then Amazon would even run further amok.
How?
The only
If there
way
was
to
no shutdowns or
stop a
anything?
monopoly like that?
Yeah, dude.
If there was no shutdown,
You're asking
no
for big
shutdown,
business
dude.
to come in and interfere with some businesses.
I'm just saying, I wish I could go to a little regular toy store to get my nieces and nephews toys.
You ever been to a mom and pop toy store?
Yeah, they're chill,
They're depressing.
They suck.
The kids won't even remember the toys they get.
Dude.
I hated those.
Amazon is...
There was a toy store at Old Ridge Village.
Rules, dude.
Is it?
Amazon rules.
I will say this.
Trojan horse.
Breaking up monopolies doesn't make you not a capitalist. You can still be a capitalist.
I hear you, but I'm just saying,
you say you want to break up some monopolies.
I want normal ass Christmas.
What's that?
Well, that's not up to you.
Not everything.
It's not up to you.
We let every fucking weirdo tranny
that
tell
fucking
us what to do.
Cheeto of a president you had freaking ruined it.
Yo, Amazon rules. Dude,
I hear you.
It's too convenient. You can't compete with the
Amazon
fact that
does rule.
Have a thing at my house from my phone in one day.
At least let me go outside and fucking Christmas shop.
You can go outside and Christmas shop.
I know I can, but I'm saying they've fucked every business over for what? People are eating outside in the streets in fucking tents that are heated with no ventilation. That's okay.
It's because they're pussy.
That's okay.
If I had a restaurant, I wouldn't shut it down.
I hear you, but
they'd have to drag me out of there, dude.
People are just pretending like this is cool. Like, oh, wear your mask when you go to the bathroom, but everyone can fucking eat. And we just got to sit here and play along like this fucking...
I've literally toured the entire time and been on it. Like, you don't have to. You can do whatever you want.
See that? That's us, man.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want. Dude, you got to keep in mind I think, who was it? Stanley Milgram is the electroshock experiment, the obedience experiment. 60% of people would deliver what they believed was a harmful electric shock just because a person in a lab coat was do it. 60% of people would be and just turn the juice all the way up while a guy was like, ah! So
every once in a while I do feel bad about the touring thing.
What do you mean?
Sometimes I'm very susceptible to these things.
They're not reporting flu deaths from last year. How are you going to sit there and say COVID is that bad when you're not reporting the flu deaths?
Well, I think they've combined them.
That's bullshit.
If you look up,
and they've never stopped counting from when it started. Oh yeah, one day we're going to hit 500,000. Obviously, we're never going to stop fucking counting. There's no seasons.
Yeah,
this is all.
So what's this have to do with Amazon?
I'm just saying this is the shit that pisses me off. You're in my house.
So you want to save
your thoughts on my mind.
You want to save the malls.
I just want to save the malls.
You want to save the malls, dude.
You love malls.
Malls are pretty fucking brutal.
That's what you want.
I've actually been hanging out at malls this whole time too. Been to several malls.
Dude, can we please do a live from the Concord Mall?
I will do it.
Apparently, it's just there's people in the middle who do nail creams.
Cash for golds.
Not even that.
Dude, I've been to.
It's not even that. It's just vending machines and coin operated massage chairs all down the middle, and then there's just people whacked out on heroin, just stealing from everything. Dude, it's fucking nuts.
I was just at a totally deserted mall like that. It's fucking crazy.
We got to go down there.
There is 2 stores open in the whole thing, and it's very weird.
It's there's bonsai trees and used books.
There's old fucking kids coin things that you ride. It's very uncomfortable.
It's fucking creepy, dude.
Yeah, I would like to do a live show there.
We have to, dude.
We could just tell everybody to show up.
That would be so fucking fun. We can go to any one of those stores and we'll give you $200, dude. We're gonna do a live show in the mall.
We just do it in the lobby.
We should do it in the lobby.
Just do it in the lobby.
It's save the malls.
Just set it up.
That would be so fun. Interview people, dude.
Get you out there. Security.
What?
True.
Get you on Overwatch.
I'm doing this for you, dude.
I'm trying to Billy Rittenhouse.
I'm trying to save the malls.
Don't put any smut on.
I would need you. I would need Overwatch on my Hooters. You got to protect my Hooters if they come for it.
Good point.
You like that scenario?
Yeah.
I need you on Overwatch.
I'll be your protector.
He's getting his wings. This is Big Bill down the Spud, man. He's getting his fingers.
Nah, Bill, I'm just breaking your balls, but I do again.
Why are you breaking his balls about?
Amazon. I'm getting him hot and bothered. I've had people hit me up before, I don't support Amazon. Is there any way I can buy your book? And it's just fucking buy it off Amazon, dude. Amazon is pretty fucking good. We've never not had kings and rulers.
Yeah.
That's who it is, dude.
I'm more of a no gods, no masters type. I hate to hear you.
You're
fucking
living in
no.
Matt,
small
I hate to hear
you
play roll on.
Right.
Just lay on your back, dude.
That's the same thing with the elections.
Sad.
It's over. AP
What are you? I'm saying, what are you doing?
I mean, they're currently going through all the numbers now. It's not over. I'll tell you right now, if you're on that side of history, it's going to look pretty bad on you in a couple weeks.
When you're on what side of history?
Thinking that Joe Biden won because the Associated Press said so?
I don't think anybody will care.
Are you serious?
30 years? Yeah, they'll just wash that into history.
This seems like a very historical time we're living in. They're proving fraud on a large scale.
Dude, we're all propagandized out of our minds right now.
But that's happening. Joe Biden didn't have a bigger turnout than fucking Barack Obama.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
I think he did just because of mail-in.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
How?
That makes sense, though. People that weren't going to leave their house to go vote would just sit there and be like, all right.
Would you?
No, I did not.
Yeah, exactly.
But I would have.
No one cares that much to do it.
Yeah, but they literally sent the ballot to somebody's house. That's why the numbers were so high.
I hear you, but they sent ballots everywhere. The numbers do not add up whatsoever.
They could have. Here's all I'm saying about in terms of billionaires and stuff. I'm not saying they're awesome or anything. It's just we've always had kings.
Yes.
We always had rulers. Our whole system set up where people
to overthrow them. We don't need to listen to
Nobody's going to do it. Nobody's going to do it. They're going to give you, if you try to, what is it? If you try to conduct.
Never thought I'd see you being a sheep like this.
I'm not being a sheep. I'm just giving people the straight facts, dude. Otherwise,
we're always going to have them. So
might as well just get used to it. We've always.
I'm not saying
kings.
get used to it, but you have to come to grips with the fact that it's not like they're
old
they're
Amazon Matt.
Yeah. I mean, Jeff got to you.
All right, dude.
Overwatch get a bump or something like that. Jeff put it on the front page.
Overwatch, dude. Don't fucking mistitle my book, bro.
Look,
no, I've made like $33 off of that, but. I'm telling you, people think they're like, no, we're free, we can vote. It's like, dude, you're ruled. You are ruled.
Yeah, they're proving that through those voting systems that your vote hasn't counted probably since 2008.
Yeah, it's pointless. Even if your vote did count, the person you elect, you
still
don't have any say in what they do.
I'm on a big Snowden kick right now.
That's what I'm talking about.
Snowden kind of rules.
You want to?
Snowden, I've always fucking he rules hard as fuck.
I didn't know he ruled. He rules.
The left smeared him. The left was like, he's a fucking blah, he's actually an asshole, blah, blah. It's like, nah, dude, he fucking rules. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Dude, the fact that people, I think I'm getting misrepresented. I'm like, dude, we have rulers. There's people with billions of dollars who can literally get laws created.
Yeah.
And people are like, I'm going to vote my way. It's like, no, you're not, dude. You're just fucking not. It's not going to happen.
So people should we all kill ourselves?
No, dude. Just tell them to fuck off. Do your thing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. This just happened where everyone got locked down and no one said anything.
Yeah.
No one
because you're still participating in that system that totally fucking subjects you to being a total peasant. So unless people want to become agrarian, that's what you have to deal with. It's like live off the land or, seize the fucking means of power and control.
Yeah. You're more of a Sam Adams. You're more of a John Adams. That's how I see you boys.
Heard that.
Sam Adams a little more rambunctious. Like, we got to go fucking do it. Old softy over here.
Oh, damn it. I didn't know what he did.
No, he ended up being
Shane's Paul over here.
I am, dude.
He's touring around the country.
Yeah, I'm telling him. I'm saying the Billies is coming, dude. You got to watch out. But yeah, that's good. You've chilled out. Politics hasn't changed. Seems to me like politics hasn't affected you as a person or changed the way you live, which is good.
What do you mean by that?
I'm just talking to you.
Yeah, I know, but with the face.
I try not to let those dumb fucking politics affect me.
Yeah, I hear.
And it's good that you've done the same.
I'm telling you, man. It's like
why, dude? Because you're gonna fucking swing. You're a lunatic. You hit a dog. You killed a dog, dude. I would never harm an animal.
Shit. That shit didn't happen out of fucking nowhere.
You hit a dog with a bat?
They used to videotape me. My sister had an American Girl doll, and they fucking videotaped me doing Stone Cold Stunners, ripping its arms off and shit, all on Polaroids. So this was like maybe
he was making snuff films with you.
I was just beating the shit out.
I don't remember.
I was doing wrestling moves on an American Girl doll. I broke it and I got a bunch of super glue, put it back together in one of my parents' closet.
Terrifying.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying there's a reason this shit happens because I get coached into doing it.
I understand.
You think you got coached into darkness?
Yes. He used to pull Matt and Pat used to pull me and my cousin Frankie outside and be like, "Yo, you guys are gonna fight today." They would schedule fights between
Frankie.
Yeah, Frankie lives here.
How'd those fights go? You guys, that was probably relatively evenly. You're big now. Were you big then? Were you big? Were you always jacked?
Frankie's a year younger than you. I had to fight Pat. My cousin Pat's like 6'6".
I think
same
Pat's
thing. We would go to a family party and you would go to the basement. And people would hold boxing gloves. They put the gloves on you and be like, "Fight him." Someone would get punched.
God damn. Who was the oldest?
My cousin's. Well, Steve wasn't the oldest, but he reigned supreme.
Who was the
Ajax was a monster
dictator that was doing
Ajax,
this?
Well, it was Kevin, Tom, Steve.
Somebody must have enjoyed it. I used to do this.
It was all the oldest brothers.
I used to make kids fight.
Yeah.
We used to make all our little brothers, our friends' little brothers fight. Yeah. It's the best.
It's awesome. It's like fighting dogs.
It really is.
Not that that's okay.
You can make them cry, but
it's fucking
really fight.
Getting things to fight each other. Dude, I was thinking about that today, how it's like there's a lot of more people who are just starting to fight each other. That might be a sign of an economic turndown. A lot more people are fighting now.
What do you mean?
Seeing like comedians fight each other. I'm seeing Jake
Like
Paul
getting into fighting online?
Yeah, like videotaping themselves fighting.
No, I think that's just Joe Rogan.
The boxers fighting.
I think Joe Rogan did jujitsu, so everyone was like, "I love jujitsu." For real, that's exactly how that happened.
You think so?
Yes. In comedy, yes.
Yeah.
Every comedian like also is like, "Yeah, I went and rolled for a little." It's like, what the heck are you talking about?
Yeah, I think
it's something you should do. You should know how to do.
Jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, dude. I think that could be the thing that
you were rolling a little Brazilian jiu-jitsu yourself.
I was nasty, dude.
You went to a couple of jiu-jitsu houses.
Like if you try to do jiu-jitsu on me, like what's stopping me from punching you?
What?
If you try to do jiu-jitsu on me, like what's stopping me from punching you in the ear?
What's stopping you from punching me? Just getting. If you're inside on someone, you can't really swing that effectively if someone closes the distance.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like if you just start wailing on someone, jiu-jitsu won't. Like guys who are like, I'm 5'6" and fucking 130 pounds.
So let's say a Biden supporter,
5'6", 130-pound guy who's a black belt in jiu-jitsu would fuck you up.
What if I grab
Beat
their
the
nuts?
fuck out of you,
Bill?
There is a chance if you started pounding them, you caught them.
You're walking down the street.
Yeah.
3 BLM protesters come up and see you.
Yeah.
They approach you. What
they're
are you
white.
doing?
They're white for the record.
No, one
You're
of them's
lost,
white.
brother.
One of them's
with me.
white. Two of them are.
When they do that, I just looking like.
One of them's Indian.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of them's African American.
Yeah.
One's a
white.
trans woman.
One's a trans woman.
But I mean, male to female.
They come at you
female
one at
male,
a time
white, female, male, trans.
with intentions of violence. What do you do? Do you stand?
I'd hurt 'em.
How do you stand your ground?
I'd hurt them.
Would you really?
What type
If
of
someone
moves?
came at me like that, yeah.
Really?
If they're like fucking,
Yeah.
I forget their chants.
Racist,
Not
sexist,
this,
anti-gay.
Yeah.
Shane Gillis, go away.
Got hit with a couple of those.
When I see people doing
If
it,
they
it's like,
yelled that at you and a trans ran at you, what if it was a trans woman?
yeah, if you're a trans woman, you look like a man, I'll knock you out.
Yeah.
What if they're hot?
If you're not trying at all,
What if they're hot?
I don't see it like that.
What if
What
you
if
didn't
you?
know?
What if you
didn't
do
know?
see it like that?
Huh?
What if you didn't know?
I thought
That's
it
a
was a
good
woman,
question.
if
If
I
it's
thought
hot-
it was a woman, I just go, yo, come on, fucking chill.
What if they still had man strength?
What if they
though?
hit you
broke
with a
your
push?
guard?
Whoa, what's
Nah,
going
if
on?
you're doing that to yourself, you don't have man strength.
That's type of crap. I don't know, dude.
Dude, did you hear?
No, I never support that.
Did you hear about the book the lady wrote? She came out with about more or less about women transing to like young teen
Oh,
girls
yeah,
transing
and it's
to males.
fucking them all up.
And she came out with she did like
Who would have thought?
in-depth studies.
Man,
Jeez.
this
I'm talking
was
about
one.
like raising cancer rates. If you
Suicide.
completely damage your fertility, like you might render yourself infertile. And she was like, the whole problem is
if you
Pump
take
the child
testosterone.
full-
If you
Yeah,
take tons of
obviously
testosterone,
you're going to be
it's
infertile.
it's really risky.
She's getting
dude.
blacklisted.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I think
I'm
Amazon took the
changing
book
the
off.
subject here, but this is something I was at risk.
I denounce Amazon.
Actually, I can't even. Never mind.
I'll say it. What are you talking about?
Nothing. Never mind.
You.
Juicy.
I forgot who was sitting next to me.
Why?
What?
All right, so I bought hair pills.
All right, hey,
Oh,
man.
come on, man.
That's cool.
Hold
I
on.
knew you were going to
Hold
do
on.
that because you looked at me the other day like, yo, you're balding. I was like, that's a
Well, you
projection.
are balding, which is I was already balding.
My
I don't care that
hairline's
you're
been
balding.
like this since
You're
sophomore
bald,
year.
dude. No, you are balding, and it's funny that stuck with you. I forgot I said that to you. I'm
No,
glad that
I knew it
fucking-
did because I looked up there. I was like,
I've
he's
been
struggling.
balding. I've been balding.
You're struggling right now.
I have been balding.
Yeah, I
Don't,
know. You
don't
bought
do
hair
what you're
pills.
doing.
You bought hair
We
pills.
have,
I
we have
threw
high
them out.
hairlines.
Why?
I threw them out because I couldn't be
You
gay.
didn't want a full head of hair?
I was like,
Come on,
what am I
dude.
doing, dude? No, I was drunk. Bought them off of Keeps.
What's keeps?
I was just watched a commercial and I was like, oh, just buy that.
Yeah, that's the lowest
Forgot about
IQ
it, dude.
shit. Getting caught by like an
I got
Instagram
tricked.
ad.
I got tricked on. No, it was on TV. They run them on TV.
Jesus, what are you, 65?
What? I got tricked by a television commercial.
You were trying to do some before and afters.
No,
What was your thought
I never
process?
sunk so low as to take them. But yes. Oh wait, no, you have to. I took befores. You have to take befores. You have to take befores.
Are you serious?
Oh my god!
What was
have
your
to,
thought process?
In order, I was like,
You have to send a picture of your face. Same with Blue Chews, right?
yeah, no, I don't know about Blue Chews.
Yeah, Spade got it for the
You have
gotta
to take a picture of the top and the side so that somebody can prescribe you this medicine. So there are befores of me floating around.
Just like this.
Yes. To see how you're balding. And then,
What do the pills do?
well, I didn't take them because it turns out you have to take them forever.
What?
You can't stop taking. The second you stop taking them, your hair goes bald. You go bald in like a month, dude. You lose all your hair like
That's
right
such
away.
a bad business, dude.
What was in your head doing that?
He was drunk.
I was a
know you
little
were
drunk, but it was
but
also
were you
like,
all right.
that'd be nice to not go bald. Is
Yeah.
what I was thinking.
get
Even
hair
though I've
transplants.
fully maintained it. I'm going bald. I've committed to it. Here's what sucks.
You're going to look like the dude from Apocalypse Now.
I'm going to look awesome, dude. Just wait. Just wait and see. Just wait and see.
Dude, you got to get full shaved head.
He's got to go right to the jungle.
I'm going Louis. I'm going Louis for a little.
Don't do that.
Yes, I am.
Nah, that's sick.
Just go right to the jungle, dude. Fucking shave your head.
We're going sides.
Does your dad do full shaved head? Phil does.
He does now. He had sides. And the sides look good, dude.
Sides do look good. Don't get me wrong.
I'm going sides.
You go monk.
I'm all right with this. This is what sucks about going bald is literally while you're going bald. Yeah. It sucks, dude.
Just shave it.
It's just fucking gross. It
just
falls
cool
out.
Now.
It's not wild and cool.
Yeah,
I just haven't showered.
I never think about it either.
You wouldn't until it starts happening.
Oh,
then
of course,
once you start going bald, like every time you shower, you're like, Jesus Christ, or like your hair just falls out.
I think it's from having a lot of tea, though.
Yeah, high tea.
My tea got raised.
No, I think it's from. I swear to God, I think people have higher tea.
That's why I've been spazzing out.
Have you?
True.
I've been struck down with melancholy a couple times. I've been spazzing. So I come clean and tell you guys that I got tricked by Keeps. Bought a bottle of Keeps.
Yeah. No judgment here.
I had to destroy them.
Oh, you destroyed the bottle?
I had to. No, I didn't destroy the bottle. It's just sitting in my room. But I'm not doing it. I canceled my Keeps.
You did that while you were drunk?
I ordered the Keeps while I was. I've been ordering.
Vicious.
I've been getting drunk and ordering things.
Stop.
And it's a hack bit that people have talked about. Is like, oh, I get drunk and order things off Amazon. I do get drunk and order things off the internet.
Like the one dude I know who got drunk and ordered a Nordic track. You ordered a Bowflex. You got blacked out.
I got that Peloton?
You woke up to a Bowflex.
Dude, you have to. The only way I can sit through the ordering process of this, like if I'm sober and I start to buy something, it asks me for like 3. It's like, oh, I got to find my wallet.
Yeah.
Done. I'm out.
Just wander around your room. Like,
yeah. And then, but what reminded me of it was you were talking about the trans side effects. The side effects of like keeping your hair pills, some of the it's crazy.
It's like impotence.
It's infertility. You could, yes. You can risk like not being able to have children ever.
Jesus.
It's like your tits swell, your hands and feet might swell. Like
what the?
I was reading the side effects. I was like, oh, I'm not doing this.
Damn.
I broke my. I mean, I was so proud of the fact that I was.
But how good would you look?
Accepting my baldness.
Yeah.
I was walking into, death.
That's just greatness.
I mean, I know guys that get those like skin graft transplants, whatever it is, and they look normal.
I don't.
You should just get like a straight up Puerto Rican hairline,
permanently off,
like Aaron Hernandez.
Just a permanent number 4.
No, I'm gonna take it. I'm going. I mean, it was just a slight moment of weakness.
Yeah,
I'm back on course.
Happens.
I'm going bald.
Happens.
And I'm taking it. And I'm not shaving my head.
That's a man.
Got to do
taking the bald.
Got to do it for the men.
I do the same shit with gray hair. People give me shit. Like, oh, you have gray hair. You're 28. Give a fuck.
Yeah, gray hair is like...
Gray hair is kind of
just
cool.
wisdom.
Yeah.
Bald's an insult. Nah. Dude, like, you bald fuck.
You hit that Peloton hard enough, dude. People will be scared of you.
They will fear me. They will fear me. They fear me now.
You look like, what's Maury Povich's bodyguard? Steve? If you got jacked right now, you'd be Steve.
Yeah, that's 100%.
That'd be scary.
Jacked.
I wouldn't fuck with you.
No, it fucking rules, dude.
Kind of gay you did it, but
what?
Not the end of the world.
Well, I was gay. That's why I came clean.
It's good.
That's the only way to live.
Here,
if you do something gay, you got to admit it.
That's what Society of Protectors is all about.
Yeah, you got to come out and say what you did was gay.
Yeah.
I don't know. That would have ruled if you risked that all.
I couldn't risk it all. And also, they like spend a lot of time telling you like, there's no risk. They're like, just this, it's a little risk, but it doesn't happen to anybody. It's like 96% of people don't experience any of these side effects. And I was
That's how I'm with LASIK.
That's a little high. That's a little high.
Yeah.
What?
I want to get LASIK eye surgery, but they're like, 99% good. I don't want to be the 1% that's fucking blind.
Dude, if you got blind, that'd be sick.
That would blow.
Let me see what you look like blind.
How much would I have to pay you to take? How much would I have to pay? How much would I have to pay you to take the COVID vaccine?
You couldn't pay me to take the. I literally won't travel.
What are you talking about?
I won't go on a plane. I won't do any of that shit.
Dude, you know you'll be able to call a doctor and be like, I'll give you $200. Just give me the paper.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying to get that injected in me, I'll die.
Did you hear about the side effects being pushed out?
What?
Did you hear about the side effects being pushed out?
Wait, he got a vaccine recently.
Mack
Please, he got the fucking flu shot.
He had to for his kid. I understand, but at the same time, I want to still.
He's trying to get him.
That's just me. That's just me.
COVID vaccine. I'm not giving my daughter that, dude.
I wouldn't either.
I might come to blows. We're going to
he got vaccinated.
We're going to the pediatrician.
Jane, please.
We're going to the
You were
PD.
saying something.
Your brother, your own bloodline, dude, getting
got
It's a
vaxxed.
flu shot's for my daughter.
What do you
dude.
think?
strokes,
What do
different
you,
folks.
Flu
a
shot's a good shot.
is a vaccine. What do you think a vaccine
Flu
is?
shot's good.
I don't get the flu shot. What the fuck you look at me like that for?
That's your brother, dude.
I know. He
Take
got-
care of your
different
family. This is an
strokes.
in-house problem. You should be taking care of it.
He got
I shouldn't
tricked
be the
by
one
a
taking
doctor.
care of it.
Yeah, dude. I just wanted to do the right thing for my
proud
daughter.
of doctors
dude.
and
I
lawyers.
love her.
You're what?
Just love her.
What were you saying before that?
Wait, what you say?
COVID vaccine. I'm hearing the side effects.
What are
I
they?
hear they're pretty nasty. Dude.
Like what?
Really?
Yeah, I think like sore bones, sore bones, like 102 fevers,
COVID.
and apparently there was people in Sweden. Was it Sweden or Denmark? They did the swine flu vaccine.
Yeah.
And people got like fucked up from those things. But
Dude,
it was like 10% of people got fucked up
Yes.
from the.
The last 4. Oh, also the one
So you're an
AstraZeneca.
anti-vaxxer.
That's what they did. They did
I'm
this.
asking you.
Hold on. Oh, here we go.
Jesus Christ.
You're saying that, right? And isn't
Look,
it just
man.
so perfect that they rolled out this weird anti-vaxxer thing for the last 5 years? They really crept it in there. It's
Yo.
like, no, dude, I just don't like getting the flu
Yo,
shot.
you ever see V for Vendetta?
No.
You'd like it.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
I'm telling you.
the last 4,
It's all the fuck in my
the last
face,
4
dude.
flu shots.
Why are you trying to tread on me?
The last 4 flu shots.
Because I brought up the word vaccine, you start
I'm just,
treading
you
on
said
people?
anti-vaxxer, and it's weird that they put out all these
I asked
movies.
if you were.
I know. And Shane, you perked my interest.
Well, also too, people forget that drug companies have
Don't put
they have millions of dollars to spend on people creating content to kind of achieve their aims. So
Yeah,
they'll
but-
do whole campaign, strategic campaigns to be like, we got to get rid of this whole problem with people.
But
not
what if
doing this.
their goal is to try to help America not have COVID?
It would make me feel a lot better if it didn't come from a lineage of people who their ancestors were in eugenics.
Yeah. And well,
Bill
also-
Gates' dad was in Planned Parenthood.
Okay.
Yeah, well, the
You
problem.
know who else was in eugenics that you like?
Who?
Who are your favorite guys?
Who?
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump?
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who's your super top secret favorite guys? They loved eugenics.
Yeah, right, dude.
1938 times man of the year.
Anyway,
Dude. So,
who's your super top secret favorites?
dude.
Yeah, but the last 4 flu shots were ineffective. AstraZeneca just made it so you can't sue them for their COVID thing that's coming out.
Yeah,
for their
of course.
COVID shot, you're not going to be able to sue them if anything bad happens. Gee, that works out great for them.
Well, the problem is, it's
That's
like,
because they're just trying to roll it out.
dude,
They're trying to roll it out fast.
it's an RNA
And, don't sue us at the same time. We're going to make tons of
All
money
right,
off this,
well-
and you can't sue us.
Well, the reason that you
Wins
can't
both
get
ways.
no, they're trying to. Of course, they're going to make $1 trillion.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously,
But
dude.
they're trying to roll it out fast, and they're trying to protect themselves. If they had to follow those rules of you can sue
Well,
us,
what fast?
we wouldn't be getting the vaccine quickly.
6.
Yeah, but the problem is the way they can do it is that
Bill?
they could do.
I'm not worried about it. I'm not losing sleep.
I'm not taking.
I'm not worried about. I'm just not taking that thing, dude. It
What
does.
if they tell you if you have to get it?
If they told me I couldn't
you
fly to do stand
You
up,
might as well just lather
I
on.
would
If you
get
do
it.
that, you might as well put just pour keeps on your head.
no.
It's over.
No.
Get the COVID shot, pour keeps on your head. Dude.
What if
Have
it
a
doesn't
full
do
head of
anything
hair.
to me?
It's not good.
You don't know
it-
that.
It's a
makes-
fucking vaccine that's going to be released in under a year.
Well,
Okay, I'm not going to get it first.
You are. You're going to be
Why
first
would
in
I
line.
get it
You're going to be
first?
drunk. You're going to see a commercial. I should get this thing.
well, dude,
I've been drunk and tricked into
Vaccines?
being like, I'll get that fucking thing right now.
dude, they can take as many studies as they want. A drug company can do.
I got drunk and listened to the Rogies episode with that guy.
Who?
Oh, that asshole, yeah.
Guy who loved Covies.
He's saying that it's not going to be over till 2024.
He seemed pretty good. I got
From
tricked.
the
I get tricked by whatever I'm listening to.
The
That guy got me.
Drug companies have a horrible reputation of just
Yeah.
putting stuff out and just trying to make money. And then the way you can do it is you
Yeah,
can
of course.
put out a thing like OxyContin. You put that out, make a ton of money, and then you just pay fines, but you still make more than you made. It's like they knew that was bad for people. They knew what that
Sickos.
was. And then those same companies are now going to do I think the way it works is it sends out, does something with your mRNA.
Yeah.
And
It
it
alters
it
your
makes
DNA.
your body produce these little spiky things to go out and fight the other ones. But it's also like, what if that keeps occurring over and over and over and over and over? And, then you start to get like cancer and stuff.
Sure, I don't know how the vaccine works at all.
It's like
good.
it's like
I just don't know if it's a bad thing to have a vaccine for coronavirus.
they can do it. I'm not taking it. And the thing with the virus,
What if? I'm not. I
saying
wouldn't
a
take it
vaccine
first.
only works.
I wouldn't take it
saying
first.
it only
wouldn't take
works
it
if enough
ever.
if enough people take it. Otherwise, it's kind of ineffective.
Yeah.
I haven't done shit this whole time. I haven't even got the sniffles yet.
Well, yeah, I mean, because it affects like 1% of people. So
I understand it, but it's not this whole crazy thing. 6% of people who die.
I'm not arguing that. Obviously, I'm not. I literally.
It's just weird to
around
see
and
people
talk to
not
rooms.
you, not you. You're my boy. It's weird to see people virtue signal about getting the vaccine. It's like, this is kind of fucking weird.
Yeah, I would
rolled out by the people you probably don't really like that much.
Would never virtue signal about getting it, but I'm not ruling out getting it.
But that's what's going to happen with Tinder and all that shit. Like, that's going to be it. I mean,
I don't think I've ever gotten a vaccine since I was a kid.
Yeah,
like I've never gotten like shots or anything. Certainly not flu shots, but
you won't be able to online date without.
I'm telling you, man. They're gonna do whatever studies.
That's fine.
They're just going to do all those studies and go, oh, here's a good one. We'll do this one. It's like, I'm not taking that fucking thing, man.
Yeah. What if it works?
Works for what?
What? It's good.
Vitamin D.
No, what if the COVID vaccine works?
I'll give you my.
It could work, but what are the side effects? That's the thing. What are the long-term side effects?
Yeah.
They're not going to know. They're going to have no idea of long-term side effects.
Yeah.
So whether or not they like the short terms or like whatever, they have no idea of the long-term side effects. So.
You release this thing,
we'll
Shane.
see what happens.
You release this, and then you just slowly stop testing. And then the numbers magically go down.
Yeah.
Sure. Who do you think's behind all this?
Drug companies.
I
don't think it's that orchestrated, but it's... Dude,
it's a fitness room.
It's not even that orchestrated. It's
you guys aren't on the same page as to who's behind it.
I think they can fit in this fucking room who's behind it.
I think it's just drug companies. I think it's drug companies, and then drug companies hire people to just blast content. They pay news stations to cover this.
You ever meet a drug rep?
Yeah.
They're fucking
I used to work for a catering company. That's all we did. It was like pharmaceutical reps.
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing that the drug industry stinks. Trust me.
Yeah.
It affects people. But
people can take it if they want it. It's not, I don't give a shit, but I'm not taking it.
I wouldn't be first in line, but I'm all right with a little vaccine.
I'll be fucking last in line, dude.
Get it out there now. You got brother's going to be further behind.
You follow suit. You guys started being sponsored by fracking, and now you're going to Big Pharma. I can see you easing into Big Pharma.
Big Pharma does a lot for us.
Matt and Shane Secret Podcast presented by AstraZeneca.
Dude, honestly, if AstraZeneca, if they fucking secured the bag, dude, that'd be sick.
Presented by
the World Economic Forum is releasing podcasts now, and it's just fucking weird.
I don't even know what that is.
Like the people pushing the Great Reset and shit.
Yeah,
you guys aren't informed for shit.
I mean, Bill, I'm prepared to live off the land, dude. I'm not worried about this bullshit.
You are not.
Yeah, I am. In spirit. I've said this before, I'm fully ready for this shit to hit the ground just fucking so badly that I only have to rely on brute strength, physical force, and just like, my adrenaline, cunning.
Oh, a friend of mine was curious about your guys' thoughts. They're remaking Planes, Trains, and Automobiles with Will Smith and Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Wow.
What do you think about that?
What are the odds?
We just talked about that.
Just talked about my dad crying to that.
Who's doing John Candy?
It's got to be Kevin Hart. They already remade it. They already remade it with Due Date.
Who?
It's the same movie. They did it with Galifianakis and Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
They already.
I don't really.
What are my thoughts on that?
Yeah, more
an African American remake of a great white American classic.
Yeah. It's our culture.
That's true.
Let us have something.
Come on, can we have a little?
God. But no, I'm
you gotta get a new pair of Adidas.
I do have a new pair. I brought the wrong pair.
They got in a fight with a cat.
There certainly has been several cats on this lap. You're exactly right. Because I have a cat. I have a male cat. All right, boys.
But yeah.
So,
Bill, final words.
Vaccinated up, baby.
Final words, Bill. Final words. What do you think the American people should do? Because we said,
Why do you think we're getting tricked? Who's tricking us and why?
No. I'm saying, what do you think the American people should do in terms of
don't listen to the
businesses getting destroyed. Okay,
and don't go along with this COVID shit.
So just carry on as is.
Carry on with your real life, not this fucking one AP put in front of you. And Trump will be president. I'm calling that right now.
You're calling Trump president?
Fuck yeah.
YouTube just told me that Biden is announced. So.
AP said it was robust.
It is weird if you look up a YouTube video and it'll be like, but they're now doing the disclaimers where they're like, this is not true.
Dude, I'm telling you, you got to listen to NPR. It's so funny.
What do they do?
They're like, Donald... welcome to NPR, blah, blah, blah. Donald Trump still hasn't conceded. That's how they're like, and with zero evidence, Donald Trump said. They always say zero evidence.
Ton of evidence.
They always say zero evidence with what Trump's doing. Like, no matter who's talking. Like, I watched a Daily Show clip. It's a commercial on Comedy Central.
That's so bad.
One of the worst fucking clips I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's like, it's getting thrown out in so many courts that, like, you know how you fucking.
Trevor Noah.
But then one of his impression is just a black guy.
I heard some dirt on Trevor
pretty
Noah.
rough.
Yeah, I heard some dirt on Trevor Noah.
He's like, they're throwing out so many. He's being thrown out of so many courts. He's being thrown out of food courts. They're like, hey, man, get that shit out this Panda Express right now. They're throwing his stuff out of all the courts. It's like, whoa, dude. He's like, the bailiff, they're throwing out so fast out of the courts. The bailiff's like, nah, you can just sit down, chill right now.
Well, didn't he do that? That was his bit.
Oh, yeah, he made fun of Africans.
African imitations.
Yeah.
That was his big bit. And, he got to the top.
Got to the top.
That shit he does now.
If you get in before they catch you, you're fine.
True.
You can slide in, and then you don't even have to really apologize.
Yeah.
The way his show is like air now is just like weird. It's like
this guy in his living room.
Just like the way he talks, like always like I don't know. Now Trevor Noah's interviewing Bill Gates is just weird. Like the rollout of this show is bizarre. Makes no sense.
It's certainly a weird time. You'd like the show industry.
I wouldn't.
I promise you'd like it. There is some gay sex that you don't like.
The Shield got me on that.
The Shield tricked you into some gay
Julian's
sex.
Michael Chiklis? Who was he taking down?
Julian, the black cop in the beginning.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
How did you feel when you were watching it?
He suppressed his urges. He got a fucking wife, dude.
What would that be like?
But someone told me that he actually is in jail now for murdering his real wife.
What? Guy from The Shield?
Yeah, they made him pull on that dress, dude. He couldn't handle it. He went home. He killed his fucking wife.
Damn.
Man. It's crazy guys suppress that for so long.
What?
Homosexuality.
Their sexuality.
Nah, I hear it, man. Sad.
I think people should just let it be, man. It's 2020.
Just do whatever.
Yeah, I think people should just fully let it go.
You guys try to put that on me and just...
I'm not putting it.
No one's putting anything on you.
Yeah, Bill, I'm saying I think everyone should just do what they want.
No one's putting it on you, Bill.
I'm not putting it on you. You're putting it on you.
Bill.
Come on.
You watched gay sex on The Shield. You were laying on the couch watching gay sex.
To be honest, if you had to watch gay sex, would you prefer them be police officers?
True.
What kind of question is this?
You're a thin blue line type guy.
Come on, man.
Would you support the police if they were gay?
I'd support police anyway, dude. Except when they do dumb shit.
Like what?
You're leaving clunkers around, dude. You're not gonna fucking drink that thing.
I'm gonna chug this whole thing, baby.
The fuck you would.
What are you talking about?
You can't chug that.
Shane can chug.
You can't chug that.
Some guy in Kansas City found out when I chugged him down behind the Hooters. Slurped him right up.
Chug it.
I'm not gonna chug that right now.
Well, see, why not? You said you could chug.
Okay, Bill.
You said you could chug. Chug it.
Bill, what do you think this is, dude? I learned from Trump. Trump learned from me, bro. You think I'm going to let someone tell me what to do on a microphone? You just say no to everything. That's the exact thing you should do. Now, if I felt like chugging that, I would chug that. If you're going to sit here and say do it or you're a pussy,
I'm not saying
I won't do it.
It's just like I'll beat you in chug race right now. Is there something in there?
Nah,
that would be a grave mistake, especially on camera.
Do it downstairs.
That's fine with me. We will do it downstairs. We'll sell this afterwards. That's enough, dude. You guys are acting like fucking assholes.
What are you talking about, dude?
I feel sick.
Why?
How pissed I am. No, I have to go. I just have to go.
How are those BTCs?
Why do you have to go?
BTCs are I have to do another fucking podcast.
Why? Where?
I have to do gay Ari Shafir's
Get the
podcast.
hell out of here, dude.
I'm pretty ticked about that.
I gotta pick up my
That's a
laundry.
late one, dude.
I remember.
Sorry about that.
Ooh, Bitcoin. My Bitcoin's crashing.
Is it?
Yeah, Bitcoin's going down. I got XRP. It's not looking good.
Bitcoin's down big,
Jesus
dude.
Christ. You guys are laying off the nerd money.
Look at this last hour.
Oh.
Billy pretended to masturbate and come on me
That's fucked up,
because
dude.
I think he likes kissing guys.
What else you got? Hit him with some dates, dude. Hit dates on everything.
December 5th, you can come catch me and Matt in Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Hell yeah.
December 5th. Then 2 weeks later, the 17th, 18th, 19th, maybe with Matt, I'm not sure yet, but it would be at the Stress Factory in New Brunswick, New Jersey. The 7th, 8th, and 9th of January, allegedly, I'll be at Tampa, Side Splitters.
Oh.
That has to have been changed. Not that one. And then I'm supposed to be in Canada for 2 weeks, but I don't know if that'll even be... Whatever. The rest of that calendar is a little wonky.
Yeah.
But...
You think Tampa will get closed down?
I think Tampa is good.
Yeah,
I think Tampa's
Florida,
good.
they don't really give a fuck.
But I don't know if I'll be able to go to Canada.
Yeah.
The 5th, December 5th, come to Phantom Power, I think is what it's called in Lancaster.
Firework place?
No, but
Sounds
Phantom's
like
fireworks.
sounds like a firework
and then 17th, 18th, 19th in the Stress Factory in New Jersey. Come to that, please.
Huge.
please come to that. I don't want to be made to look like a fucking fool. You know?
Yeah, that'll be
makes me sick.
Lancaster will be
fun.
That'll be lit.
Lancaster will be fun. Lamorp, are you going to be there?
Yes.
Perhaps.
Can be, perhaps.
I think Mike O'Donnell's hosting, so that'll be fun.
Nice.
Yeah, he is hosting. I forgot to shout out my buds from Kansas City. We'll get them next week.
Yeah.
Had a good time. One of them was real low energy. I forget which one.
Really?
I think it was Mitch. He was very low energy. He's a low energy host out in Kansas City.
Was he really?
It's one of the last things you want.
Nah, I need I need a screamer.
He's a real prick of a guy.
Really?
Yeah, he was a real fucking jerk. Ruined the whole weekend. That's it for me.
Yeah, man. Let's do it.
Oh, one more.
What you got?
Another fucking podcast.
That sucks, man.
That stinks.
What are you going to do? It on your phone on the way back. What's up?
Are we done?